Excellent. Hello, hello. It is, as I mentioned, I wanted to get in some more Supreme drafting over the next couple days, and I didn't really know when I'd be able to fit that in. And it turns out, right about now, uh, good time for it. You know, why not? What's gonna stop me, you know? All right, time for some Rolf. We got 18 holes ahead of us. Yeah, so gonna do a Supreme draft. We're just gonna do the one. See how this goes. Been having some fun, a lot of fun with this format. I'm having a lot of fun with this specifically because of the 8 different packs in it. I feel like this would be a really wild scenario with like single set. You know, like next week they're doing Modern Horizons X18. That that seems outrageous. I'm gonna play it, but you're crazy, Bob. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Let's get on moving. So, for those unfamiliar with Supreme Draft is this new draft format on Magic Online, which uh, a friend of mine mentioned that a friend of mine, Brad, mentioned that like it had been known as Decadent Draft in the past, something that judges had played years back, and then I realized, oh crap, I actually had heard that before. Um, Decadent Draft being you'd open 36 packs, pick one card out of each, build your deck, and then play against another person who did the same, which is what you would do with like your prize payout, because your judge comp. So
Yes, the draft of kings.
yeah, yeah, because like the idea there is that like with judges, I don't know what judges get compensated these days at large events. Probably nothing, because or I guess nothing anymore because they don't run in paper. But in like if you were to judge a PTQ back in the year 2005, you'd get judge comp in the sense of like you get like a box or two of the set, and that'd be your payment for the day. And so judges would play against each other and just draft the box in a similar way to the Supreme Draft here. So, also hello.
Yeah, yeah. I saw you were doing this,
Yep.
and I figured. Huh. Also, my I was surprised when I opened up your stream and saw it was just starting because for whatever reason, like Twitter messed up and the tweet of you tweeting this out showed like an hour ago, and I'm like, oh, he's probably still going. Let's see how the draft is doing.
An hour, a little bit. They're similar. All right.
I heard a noise that indicates.
Yep.
We'll have to watch you on stream to be able to see the fun times. It might be a gamer stream.
So yeah. Anyway, I was very happy to like have been all of a sudden have my brain blasted with the memories of the idea of Decadent Draft, and that Supreme Draft actually does pull this idea from something that has existed in the past. I also do like the name.
The very notion
The
of
name
like,
is way better too, by the way.
yeah, like just getting an entire booster box using one card
Yes.
from each pack.
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
As if this, of all pastimes, needed to be somehow even more, decadent, I guess, is a perfect term for it.
So, yes, cover the booster box in truffles and fudge. All right, let's jump on in. Okay.
The sleeves contain gold leaf.
Okay, no lie. I see Plaxcaster Frog. That's rad. Oh, I don't see it. The frog's invisible,
Right.
but
I mean, back when it premiered, it was kind of above its weight class,
yeah.
which is a surprise for something as old as Dissension.
It actually is appearing next to a card that I think is exactly on its weight class. Pretty sure this just got reprinted, right? This was just in like another Rav.
I think so, but I don't think it was Simic. I think they,
Ta. Oh
I,
no,
I
no!
think they printed it.
There was a mantis that was this, right? Or like a
Yeah. Oh no, that was the Warland Tarkir.
Tarkir. There was like
Yeah,
there was a
there's like
mantis.
a white red 3/3 that did the same thing.
Yeah. All right. I'd like to point out a couple things. Also, for one, we have this incredible pile of like Rakdos stuff as well. Like I could pick Carnarium and Signet and just go to town. On like mana. Killsuit Cultist is a card that fails to function.
The probably the big loser from the rules update for damage no longer going on the stack.
Like this card literally does not work. Because the way it would work is that it would attack. You would put damage on the stack back before M10, and then with damage on the stack, you would resolve this ability that would make it so the next time whatever creature it was being dealt damage to would take its damage, it would die, and then that one damage would then resolve, killing whatever blocked it. Now all it is like you can sack this and then play a burn spell and try to burn on your. It's bad. It's very bad.
Yeah, it was again. It was the big loser when they were deciding to like get rid of damage on the stack. They just sort of accepted the loss of Killsuit Cultist.
I don't have the art here, but Azorius First Wing, from what we've played, is this card just like invincible?
I think it's just a flying bear. The protection from enchantments. Okay, yes, you can't like put a pillory on it. You can't Fate Stutters it. You can't block it in Theros, I guess.
Yeah.
But we're not in Theros.
But I'm gonna go with the back-to-back Frog plus Zeppelin, realizing that there's a Signet and a Carnarium that's also a reasonable pick. Also, hello.
Yeah, I decided to annoy my friends.
Well, I appreciate it.
Since the night is my time.
Also, Brace for Impact costs 5 if
Oh,
you ever think
is
this
it?
card is
Are you
playable.
sure of that?
I am sure.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying, like,
Trait Doctor.
Check out some garbage. This is the worst
yes.
goddamn card.
Yes.
Let's find out what's in your brain.
There's
Cipher.
So the actual cards in here I'm really interested in are so by the way, you'll see 2 rares here. In Dragon's Maze, there was a slot that was always a duel, generally a gate, but it could be a Rav duel. I care about Warped Physique and Watery Grave.
Usually you want to pick a 3-color combo and like pick 3 guilds up. And so like either the Rat Farm Skeleton or the Warped Physique or the Nivik Cyclops, like that kind of.
Yeah.
I remember Rat Farm Skeleton being okay. What does it do?
So you can check out this cool skeleton.
Yeah, he's all right.
This is a pretty real card. I like that it reads mill 4 cards.
Yeah, they updated it. What do you think, Kaz? What do you like here?
Yeah, I think Jen's is spot on. The pivot to Dimir a little.
Yeah.
I mean, if we did do Nivik Cyclops, we could end up with the what was it called? The classic, the Wee Dragonaut plus
Feral Animist.
Yeah,
Wee Dragonaut.
There's like a particular like green thing that was also pretty good for all that.
Yeah, there was a spell in this set in particular that was +5/+5.
Phyto Burst, yeah, but
oh yeah, the sorcery.
Yes.
Yes, a sorcery.
So I think but yeah, I just want to call out. Not only I have a minute and a half, so I get to sit on this for a little while. I want to call out Trait Doctoring and Cipher. This combination is like the worst card that's ever been printed. This card's ass. This card's garbage. This card's a
Very
piece of
bad.
crap. Cypher's an awful mechanic. Like, this is a sorcery. Some of the, like, even like Thought Lace or the cards that like did this and could do it at instant speed could like maybe have an effect of like you change the color of a card or a color on a text box of a card so like your boil fails or something like that. This can't do that. This can't do any of that. It's just nothing. And why would you want to cast it again? Who knows?
You would never want to. Also, shoutouts to Hired Torturer.
Yeah,
He's a friend.
I'll give some shout outs there while I've got
He's a classic.
That's
There was kind
card.
of a Defender sub theme in Return to Ravnica, I think.
Yeah, well,
He
He
oddly,
had like the gate guy.
yeah, oddly, there's also like a reasonable amount of defenders in first Rav as well, to the point where there's like the ogre gate crasher that like eats a defender.
Yeah, the punch one. And then there was the one that was like deal 2 damage or destroy target thing with defender. Council of the Absolute.
Well, this is hyper trash.
Yeah, but Species Gorger is usually pretty bad, but it can be very good. We could pick up like Down and Dirty.
Down and dirty.
Down and dirty, yeah. No, populate below the cut. Cards that I'm interested in here: Battering Krasis, Crawl Warrior, Tristani Summoner. Like,
Tristani Summoner is incredibly powerful. Drown in Filth and Runner's Bane also not worthless.
yes. Like, I feel like this is early enough. Like, this card right here, what we've seen, a lot of what we've seen with this is like, is there any flicker? There's a thing right here that is
Yeah, the Species Gorger does actually go rather well with Tristani Summoner.
But yes, there's also like, I think literal flicker form is in this
Yeah.
block.
So we were thinking about just picking the most powerful cards in the pack and fixing, right? Like we got run over by that last time.
Yeah. I don't like the fixing here isn't exactly the way I want it, but
the Guild Gate or the Clue Stone.
I think this is so early, it's so hard to pack. Like, we've seen a lot of 1-for-1 removal just be like the big thing. And Tristani Summoner says like to your 1-for-1 removal. Anyway, I don't know what I want for my second card.
Kind of sounded like he was excited for Down and Dirty.
Well, just for the name, frankly. I think
that's
we
a
should pick the
reason.
Clue Stone.
We are picking a
Interesting.
7-drop, so like a Clue Stone isn't the worst.
Yeah, the other card I was looking at would be the Battering Krasis as like a
I do like Battering
threat.
Krasis.
It's a reasonable
I
evolve
kind of
thing.
don't. It's just sort of blah. We should be doing exciting things, not like
Okay,
regular things.
I then
Ooh,
would
how
like
about-
to point to that you said we should pick the Clue Stone, which is the least exciting piece of ramp that could possibly exist.
I like
Let's
that.
just do our exciting things.
I like that Krasis and Summoner actually go together. You get the
Oh,
evolve
God.
off the Knight.
Oh,
Off
God,
the,
I
off
need
the
to, like-
Centaur, and then off the Rhino.
If you stack it correctly.
If you stack it correctly.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God. Absolutely. The other thing I'm thinking is if I pick up that Species Gorger, can I find a way to make it work? Because that's also like possibly a route.
Well, this is pick 3, so we have plenty of time to find things. With
As
our
far as
frogs.
exciting things, if we can just keep coming to play effects going.
And we can reset our Plaxcaster frog.
All right.
Yeah, and all our like graft creatures.
Okay. Ooh. All right.
Ooh, we got a turf.
You're
Although
gonna.
we're not in that color. Rune Boggle.
Why can we
Snap,
not?
pick up Rune Boggle.
We're not gonna pick up Rune Boggle.
I love Rune Boggling people though. It's my favorite.
See, I'm thinking real heavy on this Rune Boggle. One of my. This was years and years ago in like Ravnica. I was playing. I think it was like a sealed league. I was doing this in. It was like turn 8 or 9. You know, my opponent has 7 lands out. I'm trying to beat them down with like 1 creature. They draw. They draw and they go, okay, all right. Angel of Despair off of their 7 lands, and I Rune Boggle it, and then they play a Plains.
Yes!
The Shame
And
Land.
it's
The
just
Shame Land.
Ooh.
like, oh my god.
Ooh.
Like, it's the worst feeling. There's no, like, I would concede before making that move in basically every way. Oh, the other thing about Species Gorger, now that I think about it, I was just thinking, we were talking about how this, like, aura is like
Yeah.
a side, is like, one of our 3 opponents will be doing some sort of dumb garbage where they Fates Fetters every card we play. Well, good
That
luck
is
with
true.
that.
Yeah, good luck with that with the frog. BC Scourger says no.
Alright.
Yeah. No, I think this is the best direction to take, given that it's a strong card that comes along with its own fixing. Just kind of
Yeah.
Right. Like,
everything else here is kind of a hot turd.
yeah, it's funny. Okay, Plotter is like hilarious because you can like hand off a wrong color to steal a Karu. You know,
You
like
can steal carriers. Shrinking Grotesque is a heater.
yeah,
10th Street Hooligan is a good sideboard card. Nothing else here is like that great.
Right. Like everything here is like some flavor of functional, where Pillory of the Sleepless is just an ass kicking.
Yeah, just like such a cool card.
Hey,
Oh man,
so I would like to introduce you to the idea of print runs.
ooh yeah, print runs.
For those who didn't watch the last of these, this might seem weird to you, but looking at this pack, that is literally the exact same rare and 3 uncommons.
Yeah,
from-
Ribbons of Night and Char.
I remember seeing the Remand, I remember the Guild Mage, I remember we had a huge talk about how cool Ribbons was. I think that, yeah, so,
So I think Golgari Signet is certainly one of the cards we're picking.
alright. So that's going to lead to what's going to take up the next discussion of the rest. Remand versus
Ooh.
Ribbons.
How much damage does Ribbons deal? 4?
4?
4 is kind of a Mendoza line.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 and draw a card.
And draw.
And you gain life. We have been
We have been
realize that gaining
owned by
life is
that,
pretty good.
yeah. I love Remand. But I actually think Ribbons is gonna do more for us.
I
that's right.
think it is too. Like, Remand is for constructed formats where like everyone has the most efficient thing that they could possibly have at every mana cost.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do love remanding signets though, but this Ribbons is just so good. Which cantrip with a very good effect do you want? Is what
Yeah.
we're looking at here.
In a different world, I'd like to note that Quattro and Sky Knight Legionnaire are like powerful aggressive cards to go in a deck,
Yeah, even like Night Guard patrols and stupid.
even-
I like Thought Picker Witch.
Sky Knight Legionnaire is the big winner of the reprint competition from Ravnica. This got reprinted in every Ravnica.
Yeah. And
Just
They're
like
just
they-
like, oh,
well, it's like
the
this
thing that
perfect
you
body,
do.
right? Like
Yeah, it's
Right?
like it's timeless.
Yeah. Like they managed to create a perfect card, and it's Sky Knight Legionnaire.
so my problem with this is that from our 2 drafts we've done so far, tempo doesn't seem real. Like going for like trying to be like let's go under and beat them down. Like every deck has 12 pieces of removal and like you're playing against 4 color monstrosities. Which we are, by the way. This is what our deck's going to be turning into.
We decided to become the monster. That's why
Yep.
there's 3 of us.
Yeah, that's we got. It's been a while since we've done a Triumvirate stream. Ooh, Fathom Mage. Okay,
Okay.
what else we got here?
Constructed All-Star Skull Crack. This is what you would cast in response to like Thrag Tusk or some junk.
Oh, that one opponent taught us that we should definitely pick Zertos Swine.
Yeah.
Yes, Swine. Yes.
Zertos Swine.
Okay, that I
have to
can't
read
remember
this.
what Demir Charm does. Probably means it's not one of the.
So
good
counter
ones.
target sorcery, destroy a creature 2 or less power. Look at the top 3 cards of target player's library. 1 back, the rest in the grave.
Yes, no wonder. So pretty mediocre all
I
around.
also have
Scatter Arc.
also this like
Ghost skeleton.
Yeah. I remember in the science, this was rated as the worst skeleton. I think that there are like maybe one or two worse skeletons, but I can understand the science. There's too much flesh on the bones.
Oh man,
We're not actually at skeleton. We're at like this.
He looks like Crystal Boy from Cobra.
But he kind of looks like put a red ribbon around that guy, and we're talking Skullomania. He's a man. He's not a skeleton. He's a man in a skeleton costume. Which, if they were just honest about him and did not give him creature type skeleton, I think it would go way better.
Okay, I'm gonna throw my vote in for Orzhov Guildgate.
I kind of thought that was what I wanted anyway. There, yeah. Like, if Scatterark was actually like exclude, but for non-creatures.
Oh yeah, exclude.
Yeah, sadly, Croconura is cute.
Again, functional.
I like that Croconura is such good friends
I
with
do hate
veteran
that this
races.
is a gate and not a Keru, but they weren't doing Kerus anymore because they were like, man, that kind of made everyone into this mid-rangey deck.
I still the like even one of the cool things about Kerus is that they fit even in like aggressive decks. They fit because they let you like kind of cheat on your land count, right? Like
yeah, they let you play like you'll get away with
you
playing
keep
like
a 2-lander.
15 lands.
Right. If one of those lands is a Keru, then you have 3 land drops. It's
duels.
I'm glad I got somebody with my Crystal Boy reference. That was for you, Copper Pupper. No one else.
All right.
How many shocks do you want?
like actual shocks 0, but shock lands. We're not red yet, so
I don't think that one. I want to. Okay. How stupid is it to suggest ill-gotten inheritance?
Honestly,
as a thing they can't removal spell.
It seems
not
like
that bad, frankly, because
yeah.
Again, like if games are always going long, and we have this like value mid-rangey strategy, and we're not looking to race them down, then like Iggy is good.
If we're not doing that, then it's like Rampaging Grindhorn is like a cool guy.
It's fine. It's a 4/4 haste or a 5/5.
Yeah, I've won a lot of games with him. If that were the 2-drop, I would be more interested in it, but I don't know if that's in this format.
Don't hate this thing either.
He's an Azure Drake with upside.
Yeah, Azure Drake with text is never going to be bad.
Locket also fine.
Locket is obviously like, you know, we Signets are the like number 1, but Lockets are quite good
number 2.
too.
Yeah, Locket number 2. Then you go to Cluestone number 3.
Do I care about this Blood Crypt?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's.
If we can possibly avoid being red, I think that would help. But
Impassioned Orator and Tristani Summoner 1.
Yeah, gain life.
Whoa.
Then again, like the alternative is some kind of mediocre thing. So I don't know.
Right, if I
pick up another guild gate.
Right, if I pick up the Blood Crypt, I'd be like just kind of waiting for like, you know, if some sort of like super powerful red effect comes by, I might be able to sneak it in or something like that. I want more green fixing right now. Green looks like a really heavy color in this deck, and we don't have any.
Yeah, like we like all of our Simic stuff. We even like our Selesnya thing.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be like the big breaker.
Okay.
I don't like that Grandma is much worse in Supreme Draft because she was one of my favorite cards.
I'm gonna. We're early. This is still the 7th hole. We got the whole back 9 ahead of us. You know, this is like we're doing pretty good here. I think we're reasonably on par.
I'm also half trying to tire out my cat.
Ooh.
Connive and Concoct is a good one.
That one is powerful stuff. In either side, actually, because the theft is strong and the return is some good stuff. I also kind of just like a district guide.
Yeah, district guy. She's pretty great. Pilfering imp, also very cute.
Yeah, like this is a Civic Wayfinder plus.
Mm-hmm.
Civic Wayfinder was notably one of the like most, what's the word, secretly impactful cards that was ever printed in first Rav. Like, one of the coolest things about Ravnica the first time around is that there were so many powerful effects that were very generic that just hadn't been either done or hadn't been done in a long time. You know, we're talking about Remand. We're talking about, like, you know, Char, obviously, Psionic Blast. But, like, that 4 damage for 3 in red was not something you got. And Civic Wayfinder was this, like, body that also was really strong fixing and was this thing that, you know, kept coming up over and over. Anyway, I feel like that these two are some strong
A
stuff.
little nod to the speed of the format. I think Disdainful Stroke would also be a powerful choice that's effectively just functional.
You
It's
know
just
what?
counterspell for things that
Absolutely agree with you. That's a pretty real option as well. I'm with the four colors.
I like our picks more than this.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to give a
Yeah.
nod.
We
to
might see
Disdainful
this
Stroke
again.
there.
So, you know, you're that's a good call out.
You sure you don't want dazzling lights? You don't want to surveil?
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure on that one.
Confident about that one. We're also not a Crackling Drake deck. Sad to say.
I do like the crack.
Ooh,
Okay,
you want
that's
to
a card.
win some games of limited.
Yeah, Theory of
Oh,
Absolution, much like
God.
a Symbol of the Legion, is a card you play under any
You
circumstance.
just want to win some games. See, like, the reason I picked the Blood Crypt was that we saw some sort of red card on this power level. But, like, this is... Nah, Absolution is absolutely, like, the bomb. We also have a lot of strong stuff
It's so
in here.
demoralizing
Whoa.
to fight through a basically like regular game of limited, and you're like, trading resources back and forth, and you finally get the upper hand, and then your opponent slams Ethereal Absolution, and it's like none of your decisions mattered. It's really
Depose Deploy just makes two
I had to
shitters,
read it.
right?
Yeah.
It's okay. But yeah, the card is really backbreaking. Kaz is right. This card is stupid.
Yep.
Law Mage's Binding, also really, really good.
That's quite good.
Another
Is that better than
For
Pacifism, Flashivism? Cynic Guildmage is okay.
did we pick the first Iggy? Because here's another one.
We do have an
did.
Iggy.
Multiples.
They do get better in multiples.
I feel like I'm good picking up more. It is a very good owl. This is a.
It's a nice little owl.
Yep.
This
is one of the few new guild mages I like because it is reasonable for cost. What you're doing there. A lot of the new guild mages, I feel like that cycle is just there because they like felt they needed it, and not because like it was.
Another thing that's kind of hurting them is that 2-cost 2/2s are no longer the like primo thing that they used to be.
So what's below the cut? I didn't see.
Actually, something real.
Oh, Summary Judgment.
Summary Judgment. That's a pretty dang functional piece of removal.
Yeah.
It's slightly worse than Flashivism, I think, but
it's still.
Yeah, especially if we presume that we're going to hit our colors always.
Although we do kind of want to kill their guys if we're playing Ethereal Absolution, but you don't have to kill that many of them for that card to be backbreaking.
I mean, Ethereal Absolution just kind of works. I'm not worried about trying to pick around it and like. Oh, but what if our Ethereal Absolution isn't good enough, guys? We have to support it somehow.
Okay, we've got
now this is a much worse version of the last pack. Sadly, if I could just pick 2 cards from the previous pack, I'd do it.
The Spybug might be okay because he kind of he doesn't supply his own surveil. That's right. So he's actually bad.
Yeah.
Actually,
we're not going to get a lot of surveil, unfortunately.
I don't hate Mission Briefing, but
what are we casting with that?
It's like we have 2 targets right now.
Ribbons of Night.
Ribbons of Night and
right.
Connive.
My worry there is that a lot of our good removal is going to end up being auras.
Yeah.
So even looking forward, I don't think Mission Briefing is really going to work.
What about Crushing Canopy and World Soul Colossus?
I think Crushing Canopy makes for a decent sideboard choice.
I think you could maybe get away with main decking it, but yes, I would prefer to sideboard it.
I think you can definitely get away with main decking it.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, kind of similar for similar reasons as I like argued for, or at least in defense of Disdainful Stroke.
Mhm.
Like the kinds of things that end up being good are powerful enchantments and flyers. It's like,
Mission briefing will also get better the more cards we pick. The Colossus is just like a creature.
Yeah, that's the thing is I'm not super huge on like only have 6 creatures, but the more I'm looking at this deck, the more I feel like we want back-breaking singular plays, or
Yeah.
like
right.
I'm not super sold the Gorger is gonna make it, whereas
We need more like ETB creatures or something.
all right, I'm gonna go with the briefing and see how that plays. Honestly, what I would have liked here would be a gate on the colors, but
Yeah, we want like a Selesnya Guild Gate, or Simic Guild Gate especially.
okay, how many packs are we going to get stuck in freaking return to Rev? I do not want to be here. This
is pretty unappealing. Yeah.
Okay, this is the final pack of Return to Rev. This is because this pack also just looks like a pile to me.
Looks pretty bad.
You want your citywide bust?
Yeah, you want your second Demir Spybug and a
Beast Whisperer might be playable. It's better than everything else in here, looks like.
It is incredible that we are literally going to have to like this is a bogey. This is a double bogey. Where the back 9 is
you could pick up 2 bad removal spells, like Collar and then like Righteous Blow.
Sure, in case there's like a aggressive, like in case we need to like.
I guess we want a White Shock,
not citywide bust. Sorry, yeah. The citywide bust is Collar the Culprit.
Yeah.
With what's that keyword called?
Overload.
Yeah. I also, I mean, maybe this is my fault because I warned you away from red, but Inescapable Blaze is a powerful spell.
Sadly, even splashing, I don't really want to see double red on the. I'm gonna grab these for sideboard. I'm gonna call these just like removal for, some weird aggressive thing, and like opponent who plays the biggies. Didn't call that good.
Yeah, that's
reasonable.
That's reasonable enough.
Oh my god.
Oh man! Are you sure you don't want to be red? You can play your Glintai Nephilim.
Look, I built a deck around Glintai Nephilim, like around that era, and it was probably the worst Nephilim. Actually, it was real dang bad.
Well, what do we got here? We got Gruul Signet. Off-color Signet.
I even like off-color, how important green is in this deck. I still like it. Or even the Gruul Turf. Absolver Throll also gets some jobs
playable. Dagger Claw Imp is pretty great. If we just want one creature to attack with.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might get like caught up in spirits,
Vertigo Spawn, that's not much here. I think the Signet's a pretty easy one.
Mm-hmm.
Oddly, the Thrill isn't loopable because Haunt self-exiles.
Yes.
Like, I guess it's loopable in the sense of like...
Yeah, if we pick it up.
But if
we were looking for like creatures with ETBs.
Yeah, plus we're not sold on the creature Gorger yet.
Sad.
Trust me that Glintai Nephilim is not the pick.
I'm sad
please.
It's not Sand. I wanted it to be
Sandmon Nephilim is much
Dune
better.
Brood. Brood Nephilim.
Give me the Sand Nephilim. I would have picked that in a heartbeat. One of the and it sucks because okay, I'm fine with this. The Gruul Turf is also like maybe an option.
Yeah, it's just like a Keiru.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Signets though. I like the Signets.
You can play off-color Keirus as actual Keirus.
You want some Mahmoudis?
I love a Mahamudi Jin.
That's more like it.
You want creatures? That's how we win the game. We play some mob
Hey,
buddies.
hey. How about Treasured Find?
Treasured Find is pretty okay. Just regrowth.
Yeah.
Right? And if we expect all of our other stuff to be worth regrowing, then, like, cool.
Because Judge's Familiar's not that good. We're not red, so it's not Augur Spree.
If
We
we
don't have a
were-
lot of creatures, so Launch Party's not great.
Yeah, if we were red, Augur Spree would be a pretty obvious pickup. Avenging Arrow's low impact.
Asperious Skywatch isn't actually super worthless.
Sadly, it's next to,
It's next to a Mahamodi Jin,
Mahamodi Jin.
but Detain is pretty okay.
Alright, I like this.
Yeah, at the very least, Treasured Find will rebuy our Mahamodi Jin. Oh man, Sylvan Primordial banned in EDH.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
Yes, this card is banned
This
in
card
EDH.
is banned in EDH. So this is destroy target non-creature permanent for each opponent and search your deck for a forest. The main issue with the card in EDH is that the moment you start playing with this card, the moment it appears, the game stops being anything about like any part of Magic you normally think of, and it becomes entirely about who can recur this the most. That's it. It's the only thing that matters from that point.
Coerced Confession has mill on it, so it's probably bad. Yes,
I
it's
just had
very
to-
bad.
This card
Firemane
rules.
Avenger. Firemane Avenger is great.
Cast a Helix on Battalion.
How about Devoured Flesh?
I don't hate it. I mean,
Well,
the problem is it's kind of bad with like binding.
Yeah, it's kind of bad with binding.
We only have the one
Pillory.
though. Like, I guess we have the Pillory. That's kind of bad there. Don't necessarily. Again, this is where I want a gate. This is where I want some more.
Right. How about the little bird, evolve bird?
Cloudfin Raptor.
I don't hate it.
I
It's
do love-
modest, but
I do love Cloudfin Raptor, but one of the reasons I love Cloudfin Raptor is because it murders your opponent extremely quickly when you have 3 of them.
I'm probably fine picking the Raptor. It's like we would need to get some pretty hefty like 2 to 3 drops in the next couple packs for me to really want it in the
Actually-
deck. But there's almost nothing else I really want in here.
There's Basilica Guards.
Oh, we actually are in colors to this. You're right. That's actually not unreasonable.
I feel like you
oh,
can
you
go
want
either way.
to want to extort them out?
If that were like Syndic of Tides, I'd be much more into it. Or Knight of Obligation. But
I still think
Silver
we're
cards.
we're not a Cloudfin Raptor deck is the thing. Like we literally don't have creatures on 2. Like I can't attack with this if it's my 1 drop.
yeah,
I wasn't really thinking that way. I was just thinking like this is a flying threat that can grow out of hand,
it-
and I was not thinking, hey, let's curve out starting on 1 with this
Oh.
guy. Kind of leaning into the like big bouncy boy for that. But honestly, Big Bouncy Boy also plays with Basilica Guards because we can extort the same spell again and again.
That's the part I'm thinking about.
we can assemble. Oh, Kabanaw shows up right as we assemble our circus of value of Fathom Mage, Species Gorger, Basilica Guards.
Yeah.
We bounce
See-
our creatures to get extort triggers to put counters on our Fathom Mage to draw cards.
See, I wasn't sure why I was drawn to join this call and commentate on this, and I look at the deck and I know exactly why.
It's a circus of value.
This is the circus of. I see. Oh, baby! I see the divination plus explore right there.
That's Urban Evolution
Yeah, Urban Evolution. It's just you staple together a divination and an explore.
and an Aetherize. Ooh, baby!
I'm liking this back.
I would love to have that
One of the
Mind's Eye
few
Drake
that's-
or
It's one of the few packs that's actually been kind of good to us.
I actually don't hate the Drake either because like the Drake is like
secret win condition.
secret win condition too. Yeah, but Aetherize is just like this was like the oldest settle the wreckage, right? This was this wasn't exactly settle because you just come back from it in 2 turns, but sure as hell felt like it in certain situations.
I think Aether Eyes probably has the highest wins above replacement of any card in this set.
Yeah, I mean, just telling your opponent that like their attack was garbage and dumb actually, and you should feel bad about it,
Ooh, Flameful Assaid.
feels great.
You want some infinites with this was
Niv-Mizzix.
this was like an old infinite with one of the different erratas on Time Vault. So Time Vault is a notorious card that's gone through a billion erratas. I think 4.
It was probably the greatest victim of power level errata ever.
Yeah, like so. Right now, it's finally just in the form that is like it comes into play tapped. It taps for an extra turn. You can skip your turn to untap it. That's it. But at one point, it had the text 0, untap this card, skip your next turn. Because the oldest Time Vault has the text like, you may skip your turn to untap Time Vault. And they decided to errata that to treat it as an activated ability. So you could skip 30 turns.
And continue untapping Time Vault for time that you would never pay back.
Yep.
It's the classic Bravely Default combo.
Man, there's actually a few cards in here I want.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
there's Signet, there's Rot Farm. I think Consult might be really good in this format.
Agreed.
It's like a Mind Rot or a Divination.
I'm looking at the
Future
green
Light.
fixing and thinking I want a bit of land fixing to help that out. I know we have 2 green signets. The signet might be a little better, but if we can hide more in our lands, that is also like
Fog those.
Lands means playing more of the cards you're picking.
I love Svogthos. This
It's one of my favorite man lands of all time.
It's so good.
It animates into a.
This was like there were certain games where you like play Svogthos and then you'd animate like a 12/12 and your opponent goes, "Oh fuck!" Like
Yeah, it's like a boneyard worm.
yeah, I don't hate that. And hell, even below the cut, one of the most like this is maybe the most like Demir card I can think of. You know, like in original,
It does my heart good to see that guy say target player mills 2 card.
right?
Yeah.
It's
man.
it's vindicating. I just
Mwah.
I
It's
want
so clean.
right. All right, let's grab this. We got 2 holes left. See how the last bits can do for us. We're looking at a 5-alarm fire. That's probably that's us putting it into the rough right there.
There's X-Wing.
There's Night of Obligation. You were talking about that one.
Ooh, I love a little Night of Obligation. Okay, we have some. Okay, I think
Stop
X-Wing's probably
time.
better than Arrows of Justice.
Yeah,
You love me at Elusive Crisis.
I would also like to give a shout out to an old friend.
Larry.
It's Larry the Dutiful
Hey,
Soul.
he's here.
Yay! Oh, little buddy.
So many years, and just doing their job.
I
More
don't.
things.
I don't know why I started calling Beautiful Girl Larry, but I did, and it stuck. So he's just he wants to help.
There was a time period, very like in the early streams, that you would just name every skeleton friend because you were naming.
Well, I mean, I had to name all my skeletons
Yes.
for Diablo 2.
Yeah,
That was
Hopefully I
7
get to
years
do that
afterwards,
again.
though. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, well, I'm like a timeless being, so
So I like the Night of Obligation. What else do you like here?
I'm gonna do this. The 10th Street Market is the most hilarious bullshit in the world for costing 5.
5 mana.
You do know
5
that
mana.
Underworld Connections is in this set.
Underworld Connection. Oh, that's a rare gem. And it costs triple black. How can you even...
All right, Executioner's Swing, Arrows of Justice, even Undercity Informer as like a really dumb.
Yeah, Undercity Informer famous for being in Monolith combo decks.
I wouldn't hate it as like a backup win con, but I don't know. I think Night of Obligation. I don't know what I want for card 2. I'll be honest.
what does the Crisis actually do?
It's an
Cannot be blocked.
04, can't be blocked, evolve.
I like
Let's
the price
see.
slot actually,
Hmm.
because you don't have to evolve a lot to make him very threatening. Like a 2/6 can't be blocked is
It also works as a wall if we need some sort of...
yeah,
Right?
Ooh.
He is
Very
allowed to
defensive.
block.
right.
Uh,
How much removal do we actually have?
Warp Physique, Putrefy, Pillar of the Sleepless, Law Mage's Binding, Ribbons of Night, Ethereal Absolution. You know, like, a little less than, like, all the, like, infinity removal decks, but enough that I feel good about our deck.
Yeah, then the Crisis could slot right in. Because X-Wing works, but it's kind of shitty.
It is kind of shitty. I almost want the arrows over it just to be, like, -1, less damage, but more immediate. All right, final hole. The back. All right.
Wits End, everybody!
Yeah.
Actually, how
Yep.
good is that? Actually,
We are at our wits' end. It's bad because by the time you actually cast it, your opponent is not going to have a hand anyway.
I see a
Ooh,
coiling.
Shrekking Ball.
Oh,
Wrecking
okay, all right.
Ball. Iggy's Wrecking Ball is here.
I see a coiling oracle here, which
Yeah.
is
Ooh.
the
Well, like-
most
Yeah.
valued creature that's ever been printed, and I will be mad if you don't take it.
Well, like we talked about.
Ooh.
Could we possibly, maybe, somehow?
Creature with a strong ETB.
And it took
The
us.
femur has moved on to attacking my feet. So
It
it's time
took
to
the
distract.
entirety of the of the whole 18, but we finally got there.
I like that Species Gorger actually works well with Graft. From
Right?
across time and
Yeah.
space.
Wow,
It's-
yeah, it picks up the.
It picks up a creature you've grafted out. The Simic Guild Mage. That does stuff.
Steals 1/1
Yeah.
counters from
And Aura Swap. Ha.
Target or attach to a permanent to another permanent with the same controller.
So you
So
can
you
like
can-
Unfortunately, the Simic guild mages have historically been bad. I think the Gatecrash one was decent.
the Gatecrash one had a like remove account. It had like the remove to draw, and it had like pay 2, like your next creature comes in with a 1/1 counter. So it was like the best of them. But you're right. I'm honestly still maybe just fine with it because having an early body isn't going to hurt us. We literally don't have twos.
Slightly easier to cast guy. Maybe we end up like bouncing him a couple times to extort and pump our evolve creatures.
There's
Yeah.
also Soul Sworn Jury as a very annoying creature.
Yeah.
And speaking of evolve creatures, he can kind of pull a trick.
Oh, he can move the evolves around.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow! It's
And then they
whenever
get
it's
to
put
evolve
on
again.
it. No, like Fathom Mage's wording.
Yeah, so you can just
Ugh.
pay
Ooh.
4 to like move it back and forth. It's like, hey, take your
Swap, 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 swap,
counter,
swap,
give
swap,
it
swap,
back.
swap, 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 swap.
So 2 draw a card is pretty good, actually.
Plumes of Peace
okay.
is also like reasonable. This is
Yeah, Plumes of Peace is pretty good.
all right. Let's get these in here. Let's call it a deck. Our mana base kind of sucks. That's actually going to cost us a game or two.
We're going to be playing a lot of forests.
We didn't get enough green fixing for me to feel super comfortable with what we have, but I still feel like we have strong cards.
Yeah. Don't worry. After a long time of me being called out as on your stream, I'm finally here to draw
Hello.
all the lands.
Thank you.
So don't worry. Here's the problem, though, is that in general, when you use my power to draw lands, they're also the wrong lands. So you'll draw, like, 5 planes and nothing else.
We'll have to find the way to construct our deck where that is mathematically impossible.
All right. Well, I'm just putting cards in that I want in the deck. I don't actually know if I want mission briefing. It's not.
So now we pick white cards we want.
I actually don't care about Basilica guards now that we have Night Obligation. Let's go real. We saw a ton of red fixing. We saw if we were playing Rakdos, we would have had like 2 Carnariums, just Rakdos. We would have had 2 Carnariums, a Blood Crypt, I think a Signet, a Guild Gate, and like 4 playable cards.
Yeah, we would have like Inescapable Blaze and
Augur Spree,
Augur Spree,
Char.
Ooh, we would have
Rakdos
Wrecking Ball.
Inkspitter, Char.
Yeah, the Wrecking Ball.
Wrecking Ball. There was also a destroy target creature Scry 2. Whatever that card's called.
The knife
Yeah.
pot or
The circus spell.
yeah. Get to the point.
Yeah, get to the point.
Is that what it's called?
No, it's like start up the. Is it get to the point?
Get to the point is the one with the knife on it. And it's
Get the point.
get the point. Yeah.
Get the point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So right now, this is what the deck looks like at 24. I probably actually want to cut it to 23. Species Gorgers sitting on the outside because I don't feel like we actually have enough, like... I feel like it's something I'm happy to board in, but, like...
Yeah. It's a very slow concept, especially because, like, Trostani Summoner is a big one. What is Silum Primordial, actually?
This is the card that makes me feel fine not including the, like, Thrall. Destroy target non-creature permanent, search a forest.
Yes, and it's just like huge.
It's just
Right.
huge.
Oh, right, I got banned in EDH.
It did get
Abandon EDH.
We're playing a banned card.
Since we're going to be playing low on... Actually, we have plenty of black sources in our lands. I'm looking at that Knight of Obligation. Extort specifically is white or black. Our mana might be tied up for extorting. Like, we might not be able to extort effectively.
Yeah,
So if we need a cut, then that could be it.
Species Gorger is a very neat card for being the cross, like you said, the cross, like, sets synergy where it works with Evolve, you know, because like, you can pick it up and replay a 6 power, but it also works with Graph where you can, oh my god, it has art, finally. So this
the Blackcaster Frogly has great art. We
I
finally get to see
love this frog.
He's like, hey, look at this fucking beam.
Beam Frog is so powerful.
Is the frog deflecting the beam, or is the frog making the beam?
This kind of thing is what makes me melancholy about the direction that Magic has taken. Original Ravnica was a swan song of the mage punk aesthetic that carried Magic through its infancy and into the modern era, and it just never really came back.
Look at
They've had good illustrations, but they're far too like you know.
I never noticed the skull on Pillory before.
I was just gonna say that.
The skull right there,
like,
hanging out.
I'd never really taken a look at Pillory until you started mentioning kind of the, you know, looking at old art. So I started pulling up these old arts here, and then it's like, oh, here's this really nice looking skull down there. Obviously, we have this one, which is also a really. That's pretty
great that at some point Gorgons became sexy ladies, so that's kind of worse. But
I think that point was the year, what, like 100 AD? Is that what I'm looking for? 200 AD?
Well, the Gorgons in Greek history were supposed to be so ugly that they were hated by everyone.
Shit. Okay, so like 600 AD.
Maybe in the Hellenistic period they got horny for
like
for
at one point.
I'm gonna say even back in the day, people were like, "Yeah, they're so ugly they turn you to stone." It's people on the branch are like, hot."
Yeah.
Although
yeah,
I remember the art for masked Gorgon.
The famed Twitter threads of the Hellenists.
No, but I remember there was some old Gorgon. It was either Visara the Dreadful or Masked Gorgon. She had like boob holster armor. So maybe we've always been horny. Yeah.
Boobs are they tend to be in like one place. You don't need to holster them.
Well, ask Masked Gorgon about her boob holsters, and she'll tell you all about it.
Okay,
oh my god.
I will do that at some point.
This
when
is
I can talk to unreal people.
I did look it up, and I kind of see what you mean. Huh.
Any other cut ideas? Otherwise, I'm probably gonna cut.
I was just wondering how easy we could extort, so like the Knight of Obligation might be a reach. Otherwise, I don't know.
I think we're gonna have excess mana, and I do like having extort. I would rather cut something like Connive Concoct.
Yeah, I'm looking at like, you know, how well is Krasis gonna do? I think it still plays fine on defense, which is why I don't like hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he blocks a couple times and then is like, "Oops, I'm an unblockable threat now."
Yeah, you keep him
Ta-da.
on defense until you control the game, and then you just say, "All right, well, stop this."
We have some real strong top end, and I'm super happy about that.
Yeah. So, could just be Simic Guild Mage. It's got the combo with Fathom Mage, but
I think Simic Guild Mage is the weakest one here. It's the cutest, I think, card we have.
Sure.
we can always flip these around if we need to change things.
All right.
Now time for the part where I go look at the Art of Masquerade to see if I was right, while you decide what mana is like.
This is the harder part, and I'm gonna
Well,
be here
yeah.
for a
Now
little
time
while.
for the part where I deal with my cats, and I'll be back.
So
But see-
the trick here is that our deck has like 1,000 Simic cards.
Yeah, so the Simic cards, I think, are, those are the colors we're playing, and it's weird to think about it this way, but, like, blue and green cards, I feel like we just don't worry as much about. Like, that's like, we just split that in half. Like, we say, okay, how many planes do we need, how many swamps do we need, cut the rest in half for the rest of our mana, and see if that works out.
Okay, so right now, the setup is 5 white, 7 black,
Okay.
even on the others 2. So
We have one
we have 2.
Golgari Signet. So we have a black source on a Signet.
Yeah, we have a black source on a Signet. We have, and like our
There's a lot of
duels.
black source in the land.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of our lands tap for black.
Do we have anything that searches for basics?
Yes.
we have
Yes.
Civic, we have District Guide.
Okay, then we definitely want a swamp. Maybe just the one.
I'm thinking 1 swamp.
Actually, we have Orzhov Guildgate.
We have Orzhov Guildgate, which
District Guide can search for gates as well, right?
Oh, true.
yes.
So
I
we
still
might
think
not-
one swamp.
could be reasonable.
What about 1 swamp, 2 plains, and
5 and 5.
Yeah.
I kind of want to include 1 more blue source somehow, because right now that would leave the blue sources at like 6 in a deck that needs 1,000. I kind of
Then
want.
I would say, yeah, 6 islands forests.
Okay, here's the thing. Take a look at our black. It is Golgari Signet, Watery Grave, Orzhov Guildgate, Golgari Rotform, Godless Shrine. I'm not including a swamp.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because this District Guide can find a gate. That's
Yeah.
like
That's true.
Yeah,
we already have our.
You get us the black source we need.
green has 3 pieces right here, the 2 signets and the Rot Farm. Blue has just the 1, so I think we're going to go Overwhelm on blue to try to fix that up. And then,
If we can get green and we have the District Guide, that kind of solves all of our problems. So
and I think I'm actually going to go 2 planes, even though the thing here is like Knight of Obligation, like we only have 5 white cards.
mhm.
We have 4 white cards, something like that, but like we have, well, actually, we only have 2 pieces of white in the main. It's the gate and the shrine. Could swap out the Knight of Obligation for like
this Civic Guild Mage.
to
Yeah.
try to make the mana base a little easier while we do this, but this is, I think, what we want to work with.
Yeah.
Again, our mana base is awkward because I didn't get as many. I guess I should have been heck. I don't know if I passed up a green duel.
We did not to my knowledge, we did not even see a green gate.
Okay, I thought the moment I knew that Simic was this like FT. So the issue is the moment we get Simic mana, our deck is quite strong, especially as District Guide can
District
full
Guide
fix
solves our problems.
for the other 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go ahead and flippy dippy that knight for Civic Guild Mage.
Just
Yeah,
or-
I think if we're looking at like why does it splash, the knight is.
I
the
did not
weakest
unmute
splash.
myself.
Welcome
Okay.
back.
Y'all,
we
y'all
didn't,
were-
we didn't,
you were
didn't
not
embarrass
ignoring me.
yourself.
That is correct.
No. But what I was trying to say was, I'm going to put a pin in that statement about District Guide fixing all our problems, and I'm going to pull up that pin right back out once it hurts.
I mean, I think a lot of the time district guides just have to be there to fix for, our Simic.
Oh no, it'll happen. It'll happen.
Absolutely.
And it'll hurt, and I'll tell you. That's all.
I'll be completely fine if District Guide has to fix for blue.
I mean, that's because then we'll just cast our Revolution and draw our white sources. It'll be fine.
You have to be careful about making those kinds of statements, my bud. You've got my blood on a ritual object in your home,
I do.
and that could you don't know what you're doing.
I carry totems of both of you in the same place.
I have your dirt right here. I can do whatever I want with it.
You would never.
Oh god, I am so thankful y'all are here.
By the way,
Oh, you thought you would have had a bad time if we didn't liven things up a little?
I gotta say, I did a audit of Gorgons throughout Magic history, from all the ones I could find. I gotta say, they seem to have a penchant for showing off, their body. So I don't think that's really changed much throughout history.
Oh man,
Well, throughout the history of Magic, okay.
I'm looking at him now.
Magic at least. Sorry, yeah.
I guess
I should specify, not throughout all
Are
of
we counting
history.
Vraska? Because Vraska has had some pretty good outfits, frankly. When she's just like
yeah.
a pirate captain.
She's the
like,
most
hey.
stylish. Vraska's the
yeah.
most stylish, and then number 2 is Sisters of Stone Death.
yeah,
She's wearing Velvet's outfit from Tales of Berseria, only without the pirate shirt underneath it.
okay, so it has 6 lands and the inability to cast our one spell.
Sounds like a hand that I get.
I think, weirdly enough,
God
you
damn it.
could keep this, but I'm going to advise mulliganing it.
There are 7 islands in the deck right now.
And then we can cast a spell on turn 5. So I don't see what the problem is.
5
just keep it, whatever.
More
I
like
mean,
turn 7.
We
but-
technically get to cast a spell on turn 2, but
yeah. Okay,
Sorry, you
this
cast your
looks
Revolution on
sweet.
on turn 4.
Okay, what do we bottom here?
Forest, because District Guy's around.
Okay.
and one of those is a Keru, so we still have 4 land drops.
It's actually
in there.
quite rude for me to call this District Guy based on what we have going on here. My apologies. I'm putting a forest away. Also, the Keru is actually so. Keru's always are one of the oldest ways that you can forgive a mulligan in the game of Magic. It's great. Obviously not here.
The only better way is to be able to make a play before you play your Keru.
Yeah. They're also
You
on a
used to
6,
be
by
able
the
to do
way.
that. The old-fashioned Kerus, you had to return an untapped basic.
Ah, right.
The frog!
Alright.
Okay, Geemer's finally winding down.
I'm
He's taking
feeling
cue.
really nice about having just this, all our colors dealt with, and
Yeah.
I like Plaxcaster
I'm sorry.
Frog. A missing land drop. Okay.
I
Whoop.
appreciate.
I want to cast Assault Zeppelin as quickly as possible. We hide. Okay. I was going to ask if we wanted to. As we're fetching Island here, do we just want to let our whole ass out?
oh yeah, I want
Oh, yeah.
maximum confusion.
Look, I'm a big fan of letting my whole ass out. I think that if you're being honest with yourself, you're going to do that unintentionally at some point. So doing it intentionally first is kind of heading that off.
It gets you ahead of the narrative.
Yeah. You get
Alright,
to take
that's-
control of... Okay.
They kept a
Yeah,
one
now
lander.
who's hiding information?
So our opponent is on islands.
That's it.
I do appreciate that.
That's
Sorry.
no information.
Yeah.
Please.
Right. They're on. They could be one island splashing in a Mardu deck. Who the?
I think the only thing that the one island tells us is that our opponent has a relatively aggressive plan. Because I cannot see any world where our opponent keeps a one lander and says, "Yes, this is fine." Unless they have a
No,
ton
they had,
of one or two
here's the
draws.
scenario. They had their mulligan was to island plus multiple signets,
Yeah, it's
and they were banking on
they were sitting on
Sure.
signets.
drawing
Yeah.
the land to.
Okay, so then I think we can eliminate the middle of the bell curve. We can either say they are an aggressive deck, or they are just the greediest motherfuckers in the world.
Which-
Either or.
Yeah, I would expect the latter, so I'm going to bet on the former because I love losing bets.
All right. Well,
That's why you bet against the crabs, son.
That is why I bet against the crabs all the time.
Well,
Oh, here's another mulligan.
Crabs got robbed by the moist talkers. God damn it.
This
Yeah,
one's
I'm-
all right.
I'm not happy with how the season ended, but I mean, clearly the Hades Tigers need to be checked.
Hey, I
Yeah.
just spent 2,000 coins to change my team from the Tacos to the Tigers. Ray, we rule in hell forever.
Well, I'm guessing tomorrow you're gonna, get tamed. So, anyways,
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering's happening.
Sorry.
We had to talk about our Blaze Ball.
it's understandable. By the way, this hand can't cast anything.
His hand
Yeah.
can't cast
You can
it.
guess. You can guess one thing.
Yeah,
And it's
well,
removal. So, like,
Guess
you're
there's
good.
Law Mage's binding.
ooh boy.
Beacon Hawk. What was that show called? Silverhawks?
I
Like
think I know what that show was.
Hands
but
of
that was-
Lightning, Flash of Steel.
That show was so ancient. I have like memories of it now.
This is some
I don't have
beautiful
memories of
shit.
it from watching it. I have memories of it from me and my friends would watch like the intro of every 80s cartoon.
Uh-huh.
on, like,
Oh, that's how you know to tell us about the like skull protectors or whatever the
no,
hell.
Skeleton
Skeleton
Warriors, and that was the
Warriors.
90s.
Well, okay, fine.
Skeleton Warriors.
By the way, with a swamp, with a forest, this hand is perfect.
Yeah, this
so,
hand actually is just fine now.
Minister of Impediments.
That's
What a
one.
beater.
Interestingly, they can like use it to tap offensively, attack, and then like untap. Also, me having a frog can hand off a
Shroud.
shroud. So
mhm.
Deploy the frog.
frog.
Yep.
Frog.
Prepare to say no to a lot of prompts.
Yeah, fortunately,
Oh,
that frog just
God.
gets
Oh
threatened.
god, graft.
I've made a mistake.
All right, so let's step in a time machine for a minute. We're going to take you back in time to where graft was printed and did exist.
Mhm.
When a creature enters the battlefield.
Yep.
Doesn't matter who owns it.
I'd
controls
like to.
it.
I'd like to note that Beacon Hawk is actually a really nice card. Like it has like the toughness pump and like a pretty reasonable ability that's stayed relevant throughout time. Just untapping things is
Yep.
cool.
It's got pseudo vigilance at the worst. They've got a creature in play that it works well with.
And that like they can untap it and use it as a blocker because of I can't that. And
I mean, it just kind of works with the fundamental rules of Magic, which is what has made it future-proof.
So we can play a tappy here and then hold up wonderful removal spells while we attack with our Frayed.
I mean, I think they're gonna.
I mean, yeah, they're.
Try to tap
I think,
it,
I think
right?
that if we attack, we don't get a removal
Right.
spell up.
We don't want to give Shroud probably.
I would rather like leave up the shroud for
Yeah, for actual
Removal spell.
removal instead of just
Actual
not being able to
removal.
attack.
like there's nothing in play that is like next turn I'll have 5, so I can just do it repeatedly.
And in a sense, it stopped them from oh.
Oh, they get to they get to untap their tapper.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, get extra damage in.
it's nice. All right,
Yeah, Cytoplast Manipulator is the reason we have to put up with this shit because it's the one card that cares.
I hate it. I hate it because it like graft is just this pain in the ass like online because of that. I adore it for being like this. Holy fuck!
That's going to be very good. So we need to draw a
Oh
land.
baby. Yep.
So if we
I'm
draw
excited.
a land, we win the game. So anything bigger than a 1 toughness creature. Oh, they let us attack.
I'm in, boss. I will putrefy. Please play like a 5 and then give me an untapped land.
Yeah.
Like,
Ugh.
We're drawing a Keiru, so sorry about that.
Actually, they have a 6 here. They have a
That's fine.
Chancer.
That's why I want the Putrefy for it.
I play their Mahamudi.
Yeah, Mamodi. Pain in the Ass Online is my new band name.
That's my brand, actually. It's not actually true. I'm very pleasant to be around. Don't believe my lies.
You just kind of, like, claim it to, like, create this roughness.
Well, if I ever let myself get actually bloodthirsty, there'd be no stopping me. So,
You're just like the protagonist of the novel that I've been reading.
I do not.
What's it called? Vendetta Road.
yeah, I don't believe them. If they're just gonna leave up 6 open mana, don't believe it.
Yeah, I'm
I'm waiting.
Considering
Are
how
we
much
suddenly
that,
afraid of a counterspell? Is that what I'm hearing?
That appears to be what is. We have the
Yeah.
card that if we resolve, we immediately win.
You're right. We have the card that we
Yeah, okay,
immediately
okay.
win.
Very well.
And we have both their cards just naturally lined up with the cards in our hand.
I will accept this token amount of cowardice that you have offered me.
We're not Gruul. We don't have a mountain in our deck.
Yeah,
We have
there's
Signet.
none.
I think we're running this race as well. So
Yeah.
like, if we just let this continue as it is, like, we win.
Yeah. I might end step, try to kill the minister.
If we draw a land, we can play Sylvan Primordial, and then if they let that resolve, then hey, we blow up their Chancery and
Ooh.
like. Oh,
I spear you the inscrutable, huh?
What I like to
we
grab.
shall
You want to
attempt
craft onto it?
let us begin the scruting.
Hey, do I just want to bind that or just get it the hell off the table?
Well, if we put creature cards in the graveyard,
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, shit.
Ooh, convoke.
No!
Elephant.
Sweet.
No.
Tapped out. Excellent.
No, but they +1/+1 their team.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, you'll
Oh,
probably...
so sorry you don't get to board wipe your opponent
Yeah!
with your spell that you get to resolve next turn.
I'm glad you
Woe
understand,
is
Kaz.
thee.
Yeah,
Like,
thank you.
Jeez.
Thank you for understanding.
we
Do you want to
only
grass
get...
onto it as well, and we give that a +1/+1 counter too?
Oh,
The
we
good
can
news
give
is
the
you can make-
creature... Oh man, we can give their creature Shroud now. So if they go to pump them, we can give them Shroud.
Yeah.
Well,
All
anyway,
right,
now
could
we
you
can at least.
win the game now?
Yeah.
You could kill their mountain with your primordial.
Just get them off that.
Yeah, in case they're trying to splash anything. Like, you can't kill their board with your ethereal absolutions. So all you really do when you play that is, shrinking their board a tiny bit and giving you a 4/4. I feel like playing a 6/8 at this point is and blowing up one of their lands is more
I think
impactful.
I think at this point we're just going to be playing bangers out. So whatever banger spell you want to play first.
Okay, other option is playing out Tristani
Tristani
Summoner,
Summoner.
so that you can then, summon
Yeah,
out
which
throughout the next turn
which
and
of
get
these
like
powerful game-winning spells should I cast? I just don't know.
It pains my heart that we're blowing up their mountain because I really want to blow up.
I
that
know
Chancery.
their Chancery is right there. I realize it. But like this is I actually will graft here, by the way, because I
Give
want
it Shroud.
to be able to shroud it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's such
they
a
might
shame.
come up with that 8 toughness burn spell, and won't we be embarrassed?
I'm mostly
Nah,
thinking because they have a tapper. Like,
They have a tapper, and
yeah.
if they have like their own Law Mage's Binding or that kind of effect.
It's such a shame how close Sylvan Primordial is to being nice.
all right,
It's a 6/8 or a 7/9. It's so close.
Okay, here come the beats.
yeah. What's your haymaker? You clearly
They
got.
call it.
Okay, that's a signet. That's not a haymaker.
What's your haymaker? Plays Orzhov
Signet,
Signet.
yeah.
They need black mana. Okay, they're figuring out how to use signets.
Play your own.
Your
Play your
killer
own. Play your own.
Nephilim.
Play your own.
Just Blast the Genius. That's a good one. I'm glad we used our frog because they're going to probably kill it here.
They discarded a Ledev Guardian.
Would have been that no matter what. So
Okay, they get in for 6.
I'm playing Tristani's Summoner next turn, by the by.
When we play that, then we'll have that Roomba beat.
Yeah.
And Maracas go
It's
chick.
true. Like Ethereal Abs adding +4/+4 to your side or whatever. It's like pretty good.
We also need to find a time.
Beamfrog did some real services.
Oh.
Oh.
We could play both that and Ethereal Absolution.
I think that's the play.
Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we can just do both.
Oh, no,
Or we can just
Beamer.
play
Well,
Tristani Summoner.
I think the Summoner might actually be a better play because I think we need a way to block the 4/4.
I would like to
Yeah,
note my
short
life
form.
total.
Yeah, like
we can
them
block
being
the
able to. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
They're,
Okay,
getting
Gamer is kicking himself in the face, and I don't understand why.
It's just ghosts.
I guess, but did the ghosts get him in the face? That's terrible.
They live in his teeth. That's how cats work.
Ghost
They
living cats.
live in his teeth?
They live in his teeth.
I
I can't believe you guys are just learning this.
I've had a cat for years, and I didn't know that.
To be fair, I've
Mm.
never owned a cat. I've been around
Yes,
many, but yet.
I guess I can't see ghosts.
Wizard
so-
eyes.
Yeah.
Wizards only, fools.
Oh, I don't remember quite the text on that one. I know it's a bomb.
Yep, gives creatures keywords.
Thank God it's not evasion.
What it's going to do is it's going to get the elephant blocked by a 1/1.
Yeah.
Because they're probably going to get first strike.
And that means you want to just put that Lawmaker's Binding onto that onto the Minister.
It doesn't... Oh, it does actually stop activated abilities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's full arrest. Vigilance. Oh, never mind. You're getting
Blocked by a 4/4.
blocked by a 4/4 then. So we're taking 2 and it doesn't really do anything.
If we draw an untapped land here, we get to play up and
Cough.
They're going to do vigilance with their talk that untaps itself.
That should have just been lifelink.
For first strike. I kind of need a way to get rid of that angel. A more concrete solution.
I think our concrete solution is going to be murdering them.
Dealing lethal damage. This is every combat. Shit.
Yeah, because currently they have multiple flyers, so we can't really wait them out. Okay, check out my cool unreasonable spell. Nice.
Okay, they only have 1 card in hand. How much do we send with?
I kind of want to like Law Mage's Binding to you. What?
Every combat.
Each combat.
Each combat.
Each
Ugh.
combat. So, like, they can
I
first strike
see.
wall us. Yeah, first strike wall. I could Law Mage's Binding the Skirmisher and, like, still get in that way.
That is reasonable to do.
Like, that,
Does slow-
that slows their clock down a lot.
Yeah.
It would allow me
Right.
to attack with Rhino.
Well, I mean, we would want the binding to resolve before choosing attacks, right?
I can flash it in mid. It luckily, thank goodness, the card has flash, so I can like make attacks
Okay.
then in declare attacks. I can do the.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's hope their last card is in like Convolute, which doesn't seem their speed.
So my my worry there is that the last card in their hand is Rune Boggle or whatever.
If we get Rune
Um,
Boggled, I will officially applaud our opponent. They didn't. Okay.
The other thing is that when we untap, I get to have ethereal absolution activations.
Right.
Yeah, which we only have. Okay, we have 2 creatures in their graveyard, right?
Yeah, we have 2 creatures in their graveyard because they discarded 1. So
So we have 2 2/2s in the wings.
and they are flyers, which is super relevant because that's how I
Yeah.
feel like we're losing this game.
Nice.
Is like flyers kicking our ass.
Luckily, their flyer is a 1/1 right
Thank
now.
God. That's why I wanted that Law Mage's Binding off the.
Okay, are our cool, powerful, expensive spells enough to swat away our stupid opponent?
Unfortunately, we can only make one spirit a turn because we only have 3 white or black sources.
Yeah, Coiling Oracle needs to help out there. Which I'm gonna block there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, block that. The 2/2 will block the bird though,
Yeah,
which will be nice.
we can finally show off this.
Was a double block not available there?
First strike. They would.
It was not.
I
Gotcha.
mean, depending on what their play is here, they're leaving themselves pretty vulnerable here.
Right, it's hard for me to see all of the
Yep.
tiny words.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Indeed.
that's why I've got the stream up on the other on my other
Yeah,
monitor.
same.
Gotcha.
If I ever need to read anything, switch over to that one.
Yeah. Luckily, we know most of these cards, but there's always going to be. Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah, that's,
Oh,
yeah, like
Spicy.
your
that's
board right now
nice.
seems like lethal unless they have something pretty spicy in hand.
All right, I'm gonna quick.
If you can block your 7/10, but like
Can we play? Yeah, we can
or
play that.
attack your 7/10.
So the cool thing here is I get to kill all their creatures.
And move them all under their angel.
Move the +1/+1 counters from all their creatures over to their angel.
Mhm.
Check out this shit. I'm a fucking cheater.
They're going to let us attack with the Sylvan Primordial.
They let us attack with the Sylvan Prime. Okay, no.
There we go. We should probably kill their bird now because they might get to attack with it if we don't, because they'll butt pump it. But it won't deal combat damage, so it won't be. It'll be whatever. It doesn't matter then.
I guess I'll attack for lethal. Just see what they do.
Yeah, I like that play.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. I love attacking for lethal.
Oh, this has vigilance.
What you got? Yeah.
Behold,
Aetherize
Aetherize me.
I'm so sad that if. Damn it! No, I don't get to do the thing.
Aw.
It's fine.
Again,
you know,
I
with-
don't get to completely
I know,
permanently
I
embarrass
know.
my opponent by turning all of their cards into garbage. I only win the game.
If you're not going for a high score, what's the point?
Victory. Victory is
It's
the
true.
point.
It's true. Thank you for centering.
Ah.
Thank you for centering this, Kaz. That's an important.
Thanks for being the straight man in this carnival that we have going on right now.
God, this is.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Wins the
it's not enough that I have
match,
to
huh?
put a leash on a wild animal that lives with me. I need leashes on all of you chuckleheads too.
Look,
It
there's.
reminds me of back when I was going to a LGS on the regular during Innistrad, and I saw somebody be like, no, don't concede him. That's a flashback in List Ranks of the Dead. Like,
Okay, if that person was under 13, I would allow them.
college age.
Okay, at that point, no.
Or sorry, not
The
List
flip
Ranks of the Dead.
side-
Go ahead.
Yeah, the one that makes like 26 zombies. or
Yeah.
whatever nonsense.
Yeah.
The flip side of this is I have had opponents in like Paper Magic accuse me of slow rolling them when I was like trying to make my decisions. Because they knew the cards in their hand, but I didn't, and they knew they had nothing. And I'm like, dude, this combat could still go bad for me. I need to think this through. Like, why are you slow rolling me? Just attack for lethal. I'm like, ah.
Reminds me of that clip of LSV.
His game's good.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm into it. LSV, like when he's getting attacked, he has a Legion's Landing on the battlefield. So like
Okay.
he's signaling towards his opponent that he's going to grab a 1/1 vampire lifelink token, and his opponent's doing all of his combat math based off that. And like even grabs the token, puts it on the battlefield, and start considering all that stuff, and then he commits to his attacks enough. So he says, "Okay, cool, settle the wreckage."
That I would call a judge on that.
No. He you should watch it. It's very apparent that
He's very much just like hovering over like the lands to tap them and going to grab it, but like he's not actually activating it in any way.
Well, no, if he grabbed the tokens,
no.
He did. He did not grab the token. His opponent did. He was like sort of starting to reach for it, like ready to go grab one.
His opponent literally grabs the token and puts the token into play, like to like continue doing his math. Like it's a very.
And at that point, the trap has been sprung.
Anyways.
All right. Anyways, our deck is beautiful right now.
Yeah, our deck's firing on all cylinders. We had a brief moment where we rediscovered long ago what we knew, which is that Signets and Carries actually don't play that well together on turn 2. But
But the card I was thinking of was Army of the Damned.
Yeah,
Which
Army
its
of
flashback
the
is
Damned.
It casts for 8 mana and flashbacks for 10 mana. So
You want to give me like the most unreasonable thing? Give me like Thief of Hope or some crap right now. Just slam it down. Thief of Hope.
they'll be pretty hard pressed to
I thought
produce.
Thief of Hope was in Kamigawa.
It is.
Or sorry, not Thief. Okay, well that's the Thief of Sanity.
Thief of
Ah,
Sanity.
yeah.
There you go.
Instead, they just drew some cards.
My Assault Zeppelin and my Guild Mage. I'm just gonna play it.
Oh no! How will we defeat our opponent without those 2 cards?
Yeah.
We have
Surely.
I guess we just District Guy here.
District Guide's pretty good. We don't have a gate to grab with it anymore, do we?
No.
Nope. Is there anything we still need 2 of?
Let's check.
I mean,
yeah.
White and black both
Activation, yeah.
But we don't have any. We don't have a fetchable source of those if we don't have a gate.
Well, we have a single white.
White sources.
Ooh, there we go.
Let's quick pull up the list because it's right here. Yeah, because like double absolution activations is something. Sylvan Primordial needs double, but we have double right now.
We want to be able to have both black and blue, but we just have that.
Yeah,
looking at our hand, I'd say saying that planes.
I know it seems weird, but get the planes.
But it's play the island.
Yeah, just play the island.
Right.
And the planes may also mean at some point we can both use both of our pacifisms in one turn if need be.
True. If I play this Sphinx on 6, we're getting just.
They're just going to like arrest it or whatever. A little bit of
Pikers live. Pikers die. No. Okay.
They don't attack with their piker.
Cowards.
That makes sense. I'll just pillory their piker.
Not really.
Yeah.
Considering they didn't attack with it, I don't wanna.
Yeah,
can gain control of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that either. It's a fucking piker. Who
I'm-
gives a shit?
Actually, wait, can we concoct to put Assault Zeppelin into play?
We could, but I'd rather play the Sphinx, let it die, and then do that.
Alright, let's do that then.
Damn.
Oh, I keep forgetting that you have a Karyu. Ah,
Yeah,
my brain.
I know.
Yes.
Can't just count the squares on the field right now.
The old
Okay.
farm.
A cool big creature. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, they valued their creatures, so surely they won't trade this time.
It is irrelevant if they do.
Oh no!
There they go.
They
Good work.
decided to. I thought their guy was so valuable.
Edict.
That would be slick.
If they edict me, that'd be devour flesh here would actually feel pretty nice.
I need a little flesh.
Ah.
Pilloried.
Fine.
Yeah, this is what I kind of.
You got a boss. This was awkward, but I guess we're fine with
I
resolving.
think we used the
Yeah.
signet for it. That doesn't really matter.
Nah, it's It's awkward no matter what, like, because I have to tap something else to get the...
Yep.
Okay, yes. I said that we should get the plains instead of the forest. This one's on me. You got me.
Now, we also agreed.
Oh, well,
Now,
here
there
we
you
go.
go.
Hey,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
the forest. All right.
Easy.
Yeah. Then one hand washes the other.
I can cast...
All right. All
I
right,
just-
I get to rip the pin out. The
I just wanna-
disregard didn't
yeah, I could
perfectly
get-
fix us.
Could be our spot to get an assault zeppelin.
I'm gonna wait.
I want that frog. We got 2 good creatures to bounce.
Yeah, this looks like
We
a...
still have the frog in the deck, right?
It's,
I know,
it's in the
frog-
board.
Yeah,
What?
I-
Oh no.
Yeah.
it's
We have to
Plaguecaster
live with our
Froglet.
shame.
We have to live with our shame.
Oh, sorry. We have that other frog, but not that frog.
Yeah, we might.
Right.
I wonder if this is a crushing canopy opponent. They've got white. They're in Azorius, which means they have to have a flyer.
Well,
Get them,
Well, we got-
Coiling
we got
Oracle.
10 o'clock right here, so
We're actually
Yeah.
losing the race.
Right.
I mean, really, they play a creature and put Pillory on it, and then it's a
We're winning the
10
race.
turn clock. So
It's a true Ravnica experience where like 2 players stare at each other from across the battlefield, hands stocked with removal,
Yeah.
shitty creatures.
just
7 mana draw 2s.
yeah, garbage all over. Yeah, putrefy this so we can pick it back up with.
If only that was Mortify. Oh, we can just destroy the pillory.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Counter this, please. I mean, don't, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't devious cover up us.
Or if you do,
Ugh.
if you do counter it, don't exile it.
Yeah.
yeah, for
Go
the most
in.
part, I really never fear the devious cover up if there's a second one. But
Ooh,
yeah,
the rubies.
exiling it here specifically feels pretty bad.
Remand us.
I'm fine with that.
Playing with band of cards.
Yeah, I really do want to put our opponent on something.
I'd love to
I
have
didn't
hit their
put them
swamp,
on-
but like, this is just
Yeah.
the freest thing in the world. Yeah, our opponent drew 2 cards too. Like, they clearly have
They're off color.
7. Oh my god,
They're off color. They're off. They're off
Oh,
green.
see that's why we need a coercion in our deck so that we can see that they're off green or red and just have Zertos
That's why,
flying sitting in their hand.
Sadly, we
Oh,
didn't get the
mother.
pilfering imp. We had to bite it one.
Oh my god, we are.
Oh, Pokeball! The
Why you put
Pokeball!
in her 5/5 flyer instead of her 6/8 reach?
Because they're gonna kill the
Like,
6/8
because it was
reach.
gonna
when we-
attack.
yeah,
Yeah, sure, okay.
because
fair
it had
enough.
haste effectively.
Yeah.
Well, if they kill it, we'll just concoct it. Back
Right,
up.
I'm just gonna replay it.
We're gonna play our Zombify with Scry 3.
They've got another Pillory here.
Yeah, that's fine. I will putrefy my own Sylvan Primordial and then cast Concoct. No.
I like a good Zombify.
So I don't mainboard the Crushing Canopy because the decks are very binary. The decks that have enchantments have 1,000. The decks that don't. Oh fuck!
Tithe Taker.
Shit! Oh no!
Hi.
I don't like it. That scares the shit out of me.
That
we-
does?
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. That.
Why?
Of all
Okay.
cards.
That does not scare me on turn 8.
Okay, you're not wrong. That's.
Like, it's gonna be turn 2 easily.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, well,
fine.
like, I mean,
If they didn't counter the Primordial, they're not countering this. So
Goat in.
Okay, now I feel like a genius for telling us to get the planes.
Rat Farm.
yeah, Rot Farm. I did. Hold on. I can't do this and leave the activation up.
Nope. Because we've only got one black. Nope.
Yeah, there's no route
Yeah,
for that.
right.
Well,
'cause
this
we
lets
only
us
have-
leave up everything else.
Right. We have a black source, a white source, and a black and white source. So
Oh!
Absorb. Dang.
My ass!
At least I didn't absorb the primordial. They even got us with the tithe drinker.
You've been extorted.
Well, in we go.
Yeah, I guess we should send a Colossus into their face.
Yeah, I guess I'll deal 6. Ship it. Connive that? That might have been a nice play there, too.
It might be, but I think holding it back
What-
for...
Is there something I don't understand about that creature? Because
Oh, no,
to me it looked like 2/1 lifelink extort.
The extorts is what I care about. That's so my mind has sort of like thought about how long this match goes, and I think it's going to be 30 more turns. There it is.
Oh god!
Oh god!
Yeah,
Okay.
this is
All right.
Fine, you might be correct.
Well, we're just going to
I just wasn't-
putrefy our own silver primordial here, and
yeah.
then we're going to blow that up.
Or we can, use that drain for on it.
This is really dumb, but I love it. All right,
So,
kick our own ass.
Crushing Canopy, very good here. Did we get that Absolver throw, or did we
We
pass
did.
it
We
up?
got that too.
Sweet.
All right, kicking our own
Let's
ass.
put the bouncy boy in because they have so many auras.
I can take this out. This ain't doing jack against the opponent.
Yeah,
like
the
this.
Aether Eyes, maybe not at weight.
Maybe the person that we're halfway through the deck of, and we've seen a creature, is not who you want Aetherize against.
Hold on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then kill that. We get another forest.
He's doing that thing again where he's trying to calculate if he can kill them or not.
Shit. There we go. Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out how to cast this damn card.
Oh, I thought you were doing that. Every once in a while, you'll
Every once in a
look
while, I
distantly
know.
and
I
then,
know.
like,
I
try to do
know.
the death math.
Right. He does the Nero Wolf thing where he just like enters the catatonic state and then
Starts-
comes up with the genius answer.
the lip maneuver, as
Yeah.
they call it. We put that on top.
Yeah.
It's not gonna matter. We're shuffling.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want us to remove lands from our deck then?
Yeah.
Wait. Is the search optional?
Let me.
I think you can. It was just a fail to find sort of deal.
It is non-optional.
Okay.
Ah, heck.
And
Okay.
lands out of the deck, and then
It's fine.
Okay, so let's get you.
All right, let's eat your whole lunch.
You off the table. Let's grab a land out of the deck. Ooh, I can Aetherize my own shit.
You can Aetherize your Coiling Oracle. Think of the value.
Yeah,
Aetherize this shit.
deal the damage, and then return the thing.
Yeah,
to your
in
hand, and then
end of
replay
combat
it.
step.
We're gonna have a combat damage stop.
Okay, they have 2 cards in hand. I feel very nice about our position. I'm still.
We're on mono removal.
Yeah. Okay, 2 cards in hand. They played another land. I'm very happy about our position.
They seem pretty solidly 3-color.
I'm going to go back in time a couple minutes and reiterate my position that I'm not afraid of a single extort creature when we're at 12 life.
Yes! Skybug!
Love is real.
Speaking of good
It's
things
like-
to Aetherize.
The point at which you're afraid of your opponent casting 12 spells, I'm not afraid of the extort triggers anymore, you know? Like, I'm afraid of the 12 spells.
I'm sitting here thinking about Aetherizing my team. I just want you to know this.
Well, we're definitely attacking with at least a Sylvan Primordial. How much mana do we have? It's
We
kind
have-
of hard to tell with these 4.
I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so I can cast.
Well, they're just gonna. They might. Do they trade?
Honestly, because this is game 1, I think okay. Do you hear more about them knowing about the Summoner or the Aetherize?
The thing is
Oh,
that
absolutely let him know about the Aetherize because we're boarding that out.
Yeah.
So
fair enough.
I'm gonna Aetherize, which will return all attacking creatures to their owner's hands. This is so dumb.
I'm here for it.
Behold,
Alright, stop off my own end of combat. Sylvan Primordial.
Attempts to blow up our Pokeball.
Yeah, get it out of the Pokeball. That is some beautiful magic right
We're
here.
out of forest.
We're almost out of lands. I think.
So remember what I said about why this card got banned in EDH, by the way?
Yeah, that's for each opponent. By the by.
Yep.
And it can destroy lands.
Yeah, all those cards were even designed for EDH. So as Soul Crushing Canopy come in. Do we care about the Species Gorger?
Oh,
What's
yeah.
bad here?
No, our opponent has a ton of things that
they had a bunch of enchantments to put on our creatures.
If
they
we ever
very much removal and value. So
if we ever combine Species Gorger with Coiling Oracle, you win.
It's true. 29.93. I feel like this is pretty powerful stuff.
Yeah, I like that and the regrowth a lot here.
What we're missing is a sacrifice outlet, frankly.
It might just be like Law Mage's Binding or something like that.
Take out some of our lesser removal.
Yeah.
if they completely own us of the creature with an activated ability,
Then
we'll board in game 3.
Yeah, we'll swap it for the Pillory. That's pretty easy.
But yeah, so we're bringing in Absolver Thrall, which is a huge boon in this match. Species Gorger, which sidesteps the Pokeball and all their stuff. And Crushing Canopy, which not only is destroy target enchantment, but I feel like should have flying targets on our opponents.
Yeah, they should have a Mahamoti or something. They've got that thing that...
Sorry, if they have literally any way to kill us, like...
I would assume their way to kill us is like one copy of Glimpse the Unthinkable.
They had Iggy and they had Pillory. Like, that's good enough just right there.
Speaking of good enough just right here.
Yeah, how many times do you want to replay the guide?
The guide.
Oh my god.
How much guidance do you require?
How much curve do we want right here? This is some real shit.
Yeah, we might start with the Assault Zeppelin.
Oh, it's 3, 4, 5. No.
See, on turn 2, I hate that guy a lot more.
Oh no, the most fearful creature in the world.
It's fine. We've got removal lined up for it. We're going to steal that.
Just watch right here and play another 2-drop, hit us for 2, then extort us for 1, and then we're down to 17 left over to 23, okay?
So I would like to amend or like add a little bit to it.
Okay, addendum. Here it goes.
It's a little less fear and a little bit more jealousy. Oh, no.
Oh, God. That card's good against us.
Well, it's an enchantment, so we have answers.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we blow up the land that it's attached to.
I'm gonna go grab. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab Orzhov Guildgate here. I think.
You have double everything else.
I want another black source, or you know, that's pretty. And we have double of each.
Okay, me from the past here. Can we search up our planes? We can't.
No.
Okay.
Foiled again.
Yep. Bamboozled by the bamboozler.
The pin pulled out, put right back in the guild gate.
Turned out we actually quite liked the pin. We learned something about ourselves.
We did board in Species Gorger in this matchup.
Bump.
Here we go.
Swamp Ass draw a card. So they've paid 5 mana to draw a card.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, I love it.
Oof.
Okay, but what do they take here? We got like got lots of stuff.
Castigated.
The card's so good. By the way, this was like I played a lot of Orzhov when this set came out. I was in love with the guild. This card was so goddamn good. Like, you know, Ghost Dad, all that jazz. You know, that's fun stuff. That's good stuff. That's great stuff. This, now we're talking.
Yeah, but evil Gumby grabbing a twink by his head. That's what you're in Orzhov for. Steal your thoughts and throw them away.
Dark Confidant flipping this off the top of my deck is what I was in Orzhov for. Let's be real.
Yes.
They got rid of the Species Gorger.
Okay.
All right.
What's the name of the guy that hosted Walking the Plains?
How about, or the guy from Tripping the Rift? How about that? You're just gonna say like inexplicable things that make me confused. I'll put it against you.
There's a guy who did magic content who has a face similar to the one on the card, is all I'm saying.
Alright.
By the,
Strip in the Rift was a very terrible sci-fi show that was horny.
By the way,
what
I'm-
is it?
I'm interested now.
Anyways, we're stealing their only creature and we're going to beat them up.
the big reason I'm stealing this, by the way, is they missed a land drop, and I want to be
Ooh, yikes.
aggressive at them. Yeah.
Those sci-fi is horny. I can kind of get behind that. There was a novel that I read. Geez, what was it called? It was like episode 1 of like the Barbarians of the Sand Planet or something. like
Dune. Yeah, Dune's pretty
no,
horny.
it wasn't Dune. And yes, Dune is pretty horny, but no, this was Barbarians of the Sand Planet, and it was all about getting off with
The Barbarians of the Sand Planet. Yeah. Kind of in the title there, huh?
Hey, we
low
turn their
star, frankly.
we turn the tithe taker against
My
them. We are
jealousy.
taking you have connived.
By the way, they've missed that land drop for like 3 turns now.
No,
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, fine. They're still off blue.
And that they might
You
be
know,
on
John Carter of Mars is decidedly unhorny, I'm afraid to relate. If there were a horny version of that, then I would like it.
which of our million enchantment removals will we draw first?
0.
Yeah, we're gonna draw land.
Ho ho! Spicy, actually.
That doesn't quite do anything yet.
Yeah, let's just pick up the Connive Concoct, which is...
Let's us do the spicy concoct.
Do you wanna just surveil 3 and hope? Anyways, the life drain isn't that bad because we've got the tithe taker.
The question is if I want to do it right now.
Yeah, the benefit
And that's
of
correct.
it is
Cascade does exile.
hmm Otherwise, I would be pretty happy to rebuy that and pick up our Zepplet. If I picked up the Concoct, I would be able to extort right now, and then I'd have this in the pocket. And, like...
I honestly, the only reason I like that play is because it spends the mana that we have.
We have so little going on here is the issue. Like, our opponent, they're paying life to that.
Well,
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and...
we have so little going on, yet
Yeah,
we have a board, our opponent doesn't. We're at 22, they're at 8. Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're actually at 23, and they're at 7.
yeah.
Good. Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
And does Ravnica have a history of having extremely good targeted discard spells?
yeah, because you've got Castigate, then you've got Thought Erasure.
And the
Oh,
middle
God.
Rev didn't have a...
Middle Rev didn't have a great one.
it did, but
Thought
it
Seize was
had-
in that standard though, and then War of the Spark has a mass coercion.
All right, what are we looking at today for 3?
Alms
Alms
Beast.
Beast.
All right.
What the hell is that?
Creatures...
6/6 that gives lifelink to whatever blocks it.
Yep.
Or Impulse?
Okay, cool. And we get to attack with the 1/1 because if they kill it, then yes. Do we get to extort?
No.
God, it's free real estate.
Well, we would have to wait a turn for that, and that seems like the exact wrong thing to do.
It does.
The game has ended.
Yeah, okay.
That seems like the right
I
thing
think
to
that
do.
seems like a good example.
You can concede the game at any time.
This tells us our opponent does not have Merciless Eviction in their deck or anything like that. That's
Or what was the one with this? Merciless Eviction was the one with the Dark Souls.
Dark
3
Souls
sun on
3
it,
Sun
right?
on it, yes. The one thing that's actually kind of interesting about Ravnica as a whole, Wrath of God propers are a little rare to come by. Supreme Verdict obviously is a very strong one, but like
Kaya's Wrath.
like you don't get them, like you kind of have to pay for them a little more. Kai's Wrath is super, like, even in a fixing heavy environment, we would be extremely hard pressed to play a Kaya's
Like
Wrath.
Ritual of Soot. Oh,
Right, but then you have like there's a lot of things that care about the converted mana cost of your creatures or whatever,
Mhm.
Yeah.
or even in War of the Spark where it's like destroy all multicolored permanents or whatever the hell.
Was there a planar cleansing in one of the I don't. That doesn't sound right.
There's Solar Flare.
See, I guess what I'm saying is that like the wraths that do exist are like
They're funky.
there's no white 2. There's no
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like Merciless Eviction is the closest you get, and even it's like
verdict.
modal.
There's white, 1 blue.
Yeah, white 1
Can't be
blue.
countered.
Even Plague Boiler is like a million hoops to jump through to like.
But you know what? Okay, Time Wipe.
Culling Sun.
Time Wipe's true. Okay, Time Wipe is also another is like a more straightforward one. But like, I just there's like you do have to pay something for it, and
Time Wipe cost 5 mana and required 3 different colors, or like 3 colored symbols, I guess.
Yeah.
Just different colors mean
All right.
something else.
Wow,
All right,
man! Ritual of Soot was
Ooh.
just a better version of Culling Sun. How did I never realize that?
Supreme Verdict is what I was thinking of.
I'm here.
What do you think of this hand?
I'm
yeah,
here.
Signets.
I'm here for it. If we
Yeah.
get our ass kicked, if our opponent for some reason is an ass kicker.
Okay, it's okay. It is okay. If we get our ass kicked, we'll just have to beat them with our tits.
We've got like I've got the answer for an ass kick, and it's turning you into a blue
Right.
ghost.
We get our ass kicked for 3 turns, and then we tell them to
Good.
Fraud detection warning.
Our opponent is also playing Q.
All right.
Good.
Would you like to see our fraud detection? I'm going to show you fraud detection warning.
Yeah, we all opposing fraud.
All right, full fraud detected.
Okay. What is the difference between the text of Culling Sun and Ritual of Soot?
Instant.
Culling Sun is 2 white, black. Ritual of Soot is 2 black. Smothering Ties. Culling Sun says destroy each creature with converted mana cost 3 or less. Ritual of Soot says destroy all creatures with converted mana cost 3 or less.
Yeah, like that's one of those things where like the actual wording of it comes down to the rules manager at the time, which they think sounds the cleanest.
You're not getting a freebie.
I mean, it's Spike Jester.
That should have been Godless Shrine. It's fine. I'm just going to pay 2 for a while. I don't give a shit.
I'll pay 2
Oh,
and then play Sylvan Primordial.
Ooh.
Like, the tide doesn't do anything because our opponent has all the mana anyway. Like, what's even... Come on, something I can steal.
That's not something you can steal.
Gideon, I thought you were dead.
Gideon, the Lucha's here. Shit.
Fucking grave to ruin your day.
This is the champion of justice. This is the blue devil is here for my ass. Fuck.
Blue Demon.
Blue demon. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, Clayface returns.
You indestructible. You
That's
indestructible.
indestructible.
All
Always
right.
indestructible.
Yeah, whatever. We get there on 7, right? Like,
Non-indestructible on your turn.
am I paying this?
Well, we're not doing anything else this turn except holding up Putrefy,
You
right?
could return Gideon to
That
their
sounds.
hands.
Yeah, that sounds
Paying
bad.
that much to bounce Gideon is the dumpiest thing in the whole wide world.
Sadly, you can't Law Mage's Binding it because it'll fall off.
Yeah. You can Fate's Fetters.
You can Fate's Fetters, but that's sadly not a card we have.
Yeah, Faith's Fetters is the, nature's most perfect removal spell ever.
Oh, thank God we're in main too.
They didn't bash us for 5.
It just decided to go up by 1, I guess.
The thing needs to hit 15, by the way. Just
Yeah. Which that +1 is dependent on, how many creatures we control, which right now is null.
You get to play a gate, do the same thing we did last time. Then next turn, play the Primordial, and
And then if it
if they
gets
counterspell
countered,
it, we have the concoct.
yeah. Here it comes. It's gonna attack us now. Yep.
In for 6.
By the way, it's power and toughness equal to loyalty. So
And its ultimate never happens.
yeah, its ultimate is kind of silly.
Yeah.
All right, I'm holding a putrefied. Looks like
Please tap out. I love
oh,
them
all
tapping
your all your
mana.
blue is real nice. C
Yeah,
tapped.
the blue gun is fine enough.
Oh, excellent! A creature to putrefy.
Yeah, I feel real bad because I would love to,
Connive that.
yeah, steal that shit, but I ain't gonna.
We don't want to. That thing cannot be allowed to hit us.
All right, you get
There's a
it.
good follow up.
You get it.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Boom. You could blow up their treasure if you wanted to.
It's true. I could just put it back into play. You know, if I want the Night Veil Spectre again. Anyway, Gideon, get the fuck out of here, please.
Wait, does concoct hit any graveyard?
Oh no, it's your damn.
I didn't think it would.
I thought it was that. Oh no, I'm thinking of the mill one from Eldraine. That one's any, right?
They're very wishy-washy on their zombifies these days. Usually they're just yours.
Well, I swear there's one or two in literal standard that are each grave.
It's exactly the kind of inconsistency I would expect.
Anyway, this is gonna fix them for green, by the way. That's the.
They're gonna play your Tiller Nephilim or whatever.
Kill my Primordial, please. Kill it.
They're gonna play their own Primordial.
Angel of Despair.
They're gonna hit us for 6 or whatever.
This is 7 mana. Oh no! Don't you dare!
The Killing Glare!
All right. That's
one way to do it.
holy shit.
Hey, at least it wasn't disembowel. They'd have to crack their treasure for that.
True. I'm gonna
We can pay this time.
Yep.
Our true win condition.
Ooh, I like seeing that too. No, and then I would like to.
And it automatically selects concoct because there's nothing to connive. Okay. Blow up.
I'm sick of having to deal with this time waster.
Yeah.
You defeated me with your annoyance more than anything else.
We have been smothered and we're sick of it.
All right. Anyway, our Primordial's back, and I have the trick.
We have the trick again. No, we don't.
All right.
All right. Fair enough.
Draw me any creature, please.
Put it in angel jail.
Any creature would be nice.
That is your terms are
It's
acceptable.
literally any creature.
Your terms are acceptable.
Do we have... Okay, we have at least another island we can fetch. we're out of forests, I think.
And then I can play Ill-Gotten Inheritance on this turn, too. I can play the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, they didn't terrorize our...
And evolve. Yeah, draw me that card, please. Thank you. Yeah, give me that island. And here it is.
Hey, look at that. We do have one forest left.
Yep.
How nice.
I thought we were out because we milled one, but nope. I was wrong. I regret the error.
Yeah, we got 5 total. I think.
I don't like these basics. They're hard to determine how many of them you have. Like they're pretty, but
Right. They kind of like fade into one another.
Ugh.
Fine.
Nice.
whatever.
That card replaced itself.
Now that's a creature ETB. Mm.
Actually, both our creatures replaced themselves. That's nice.
Yeah,
Come on, Tristani Summoner.
off the top rope.
I'll
Whoa.
take it.
Your terms are acceptable.
I love it.
Deck's been treating us pretty damn well. You get value for each of your co-casters here.
Ooh. Which very valuable way of killing their creature do you want? Actually, because the Angelic Edict is our
We can't pick it
primordial,
back
Yeah.
up.
so we can't put it in play again.
Correct.
Warped physique.
Yeah, warped physique, and then hold up, keep ripping a night for something bigger.
Yeah.
Notably, it can only hit a creature. You can't do with that thing.
Kenrith throws it back in owner's control. Okay, that's... Anyway, we have our other win con in play, which is Ill-Gotten Inheritance, so... Are you seriously killing our district guide here? Electrolyze it. Oh my god.
Is the charm.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
We can treasure find our actually we can treasure find if we draw another creature, we can treasure find our mage. Like that actually that's the combo.
Oh my god. Yeah, alright. Hold on. Give me back Fathom Mage. Golgari off of this, please.
Golgari from Plains.
If we didn't just, like, if... I don't... Look, you don't understand how many... Y'all don't get how many cards I'm drawing off this.
Yeah, the Wombo, it turns every green mana we have into a card. Or every 2 green mana, I should say. So first we draw
Draw one card here. Easy.
Oh,
Well,
Ordered correctly, that's
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 so
a
many
lot.
cards.
That's 3 draws. Yeah, like you can
You even
draw-
get to
you move the counter, and then you get to draw 3 off all the evolves.
actually they're gonna go to kill the mage, and then we're okay. We should just draw a card off this.
Fine. Don't let us have infinite value. We'll just kill you with our 1 card that's worth like 9
Is it
power.
not activating?
help.
Is this card broken?
Computer.
Is this
I
card
am-
broken?
I have 2 creatures. Move from a 1/1 from target creature to another target creature, same controller. Hi. There's the condition.
Help.
So I'm looking
Moto.
forward to boarding out Simic Guild.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool. Why don't you tap your mana first, and then try to use it?
no dice.
Fantastic. Fuck that card.
Bug report.
Bug report. This is...
Bug report.
Nobody
This,
fucking
yeah, there's
Simic Guildmage.
no... There's
Because
no...
most of the time, Simic Guildmage is fucking garbage.
Right, I literally spent our goddamn treasured find cool skull to do this rad combo that draws us infinity cards and makes us feel super rad and cool.
Because
And
of
it
this
doesn't-
card.
And it doesn't work.
Fucking work.
Oh no, you're consulting the guild mage. You're the Necro Sages.
Well, there's 4 of us, so I think we
Well,
outnumber them.
yeah. I don't know. I think that within Necro Sages, that it may be quality over quantity.
Ours are pretty damn quality, looking at the cards in our hand. I'm looking forward to attacking with just Tristani Summoner and Aetherizing it.
Ooh, that's completely necessary.
Ooh, it's a Chronarch!
What the hell are you picking up?
Is it Chronarch? One of my favorites.
That's a goodie.
They just smashed Arc. What are those cards called? There's Anarchist, and then there's the blue one that picks up an instant. They might just pick up Consult the Necrosages here. To be quite honest.
Just draw more cards. That's not the worst idea.
Angelic Edict to deal with our ill-gotten gains. Got it. Well, we're leaving up mana to sacrifice it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or are we?
Yeah, we can.
So just to address a concern raised in the chat, the another word in the first ability of Simic Guildmage does not mean another creature other than Simic Guildmage. That's not what it means. We absolutely should have been able to,
Or at the very least, we should have been able to pay to remove a counter to draw a card, like the other ability on it.
The other ability on Simic Guildmage is attach target aura
Aura
enchanting
movement.
permanent to another permanent with the same controller.
Oh,
it's
I mixed it up. That's
possible-
Samic Guildmage that does
It's-
that thing.
So here's my best guess: is that like each ability has a way to turn off the clickable aspect of the card based off whether or not it's activatable. And for whatever reason, Simic Guildmage, the second ability, not having any targets for itself, turned off the card, even though one ability could be used.
I wish I... Alright. Yeah,
Angel Jail! 1000
Angel Jail for like the largest quarter of our card. Mm-hmm. Good work.
So yeah, we definitely just start wanting to aetherize it in order to get more tokens on the battlefields.
Eh.
Is that a faster clock?
I don't think now is the time for that yet.
If they're gonna kill our things, they're gonna kill, like...
They're gonna kill the 3/3 next.
Yeah.
Man, it's so. I think we've learned something. Is that never take trades. Just use your removal. We should have used Ribbon of Night on Is It Chronarch, but
Yeah. Creatures don't exist.
yeah, so like trading is never good.
If there's a reason why they're playing Is It Chronarch.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to start rebuying the Chronarch, by the way. That's the real shit. Once you
That'd be a
start...
solid loop.
Once
We
you
should have
start...
connived it, so they couldn't.
Sure.
Okay. Which one of our removal spells? do
Yeah,
you
have
want?
fun. What do you want?
They want pillars.
We got a 2-turn
Their
clock.
creature has like 6 toughness.
Ooh.
Yeah, the obvious choice in my mind.
That means they have a creature. I guess if they have a creature, they would have taken any of them.
Right.
Although if we are really desperate, we can like Ribbon of Night or Soldier or whatever. They're going to be dead pretty fast. if
The
they-
ill-gotten inheritance can sack to kill them next turn.
Yeah, it deals 4 on sack. The frog!
My friend.
I'm inclined to patience just because we're not under literally any pressure from our opponent.
Yes, we have them nailed at multiple junctures. Deploy the frog.
I'm not gonna...
You know, that reminds me of another novel that I read called Nailed in Multiple Junctures, where
Was that a tingler?
it was not, sorry to say. Also, I'm making it up and lying.
Mm,
Damn.
but if you are writing those sorts of novels... freebie.
Okay.
Alright,
Okay. Whoa.
this is another
If
Aetherize.
you are writing those sorts of novels, my advice to you is these my 2 advices: go whole hog and show your whole ass. Be as wild, over the top, and wonderful as you possibly can be.
Okay, so Simic Guildmage does not function. Did they show any enchantments? They were mostly on like
Yes,
Angelic Edict.
they showed Smothering Tithe.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we want like Absolve
flyers.
Control? What was the flyer they had?
Night Vale.
Night
Yeah.
Veil Spectre. Yeah. Crushing Canopy seems good.
I mean, Night.
Yeah, we are boarding out a non-functional card.
Well, Or a
Yep.
card that at least did not function when we needed it to.
Yeah, like we can't say that the bottom part might not. I mean, who knows? Maybe that functions, but
Or maybe the top
Clearly.
part
Yeah,
works with
well,
sorcery
I mean-
speed.
it doesn't work for what we want it to, which is draw a billion
Yeah.
cards, please.
The card has
Okay,
failed
yes.
us, so it has been removed.
Look, the manticore bit me, but it might not sting me with its poisonous tail.
It's true. It might not.
Lol.
So
Well,
Night of
now-
Obligation seems cool.
Lamau. I'm gonna go with Night of Obligation.
Please, if you're so knowledgeable about how to do Ifrit EX, could you tell us how to do it? Lol, LMAO.
Lol.
Said the
Scorpion. Lamau.
Oh, I hold that one near and dear to my heart.
I think we've got a.
This is the old unkeepable.
Dicey.
Draw 3 more lands and you can cast Urban Evolution. It's easy.
It's easy. Mulligan this hand, please.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like to
well,
say
here
hand,
we
but
go. We're
worse.
losing our
All
game.
right.
We're losing the required game to our mana base, I think, is what's happening here.
That's fine. This is fine.
This one has.
Hmm.
Is
All
that
right.
the Gnomebitten Mulligan?
All right. We're throwing down
No,
this,
I think
this, and our
we're
opponent's
going with
gonna.
intent.
Our opponent's gonna give us a Night Veil Spectre, and this one's over.
Then we're gonna win. That's it. That's the whole game.
They're gonna completely give me a Night Veil Spectre, and I'm gonna steal it, and they're just gonna like Exodia explode. Like it's gonna be great.
I
Wait,
believe in it.
Exodia explodes? Is that, like, I've never had Exodia.
Nah,
He can get
leveled
thrown
against
off a
me.
boat.
that was like a more of a mental thought of like the image of Kaiba exploding to Exodia. Like that's what.
Okay, you've just put an extremely excellent idea into my brain, which is the notion of a non-mental thought.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh God, what?
It's going to hit us,
How-
once, isn't it?
It's gonna hit us once, yes, but this is the world we live in.
This is what we were betting on.
This is such fraud.
Hold on.
Turn in all your cards now.
hold
this
on.
is a bust.
You may play lands and spells. Oh my god. Please steal some shit and give me it.
Oh, we get the cards?
Well, once we steal it, they're attached to the
Yeah.
Spectre.
Because it doesn't actually change zones, it's changed
Shit.
control.
Okay, they just get to play that shrine though. That's their land for turn. Yeah, they're gonna play that shrine.
Owned by Slyon. That's a phantom card. You do not own that.
Oh, you're gonna be owned by Slionine pretty soon. Consult.
It's going to mind rot us, make
If
us
you-
discard Ethereal Absolution and Fathom Mage.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
they're just
That's what they're doing.
Wow. they wanted to know if we wanted the cards or they
We
wanted
need
the
the
cards.
land.
We have find. We can recover that. Like I
It's
can't.
true that Ethereal Absolution wins the game when you cast it. However,
So this also should.
Yeah, they'll remove it.
They're gonna kill their own thing.
They
but-
got plenty of removal here, so
I don't believe them.
I mean,
They're gonna play Ill-Gotten Inheritance or what? Not Ill-Gotten, but Smothering Ties.
Ooh, yeah. I will not pay. No, Angelic Edict, your own creature. Come on.
that seems very likely.
So I don't even know if we were losing to our mana base. We were just kind of losing to lands. Punish. them.
Yeah.
Those are like 1 and 2 landers.
I think that's often what happens when you lose to lands. It's your mana is that like you can't even begin to consider it because it doesn't even let you cast. Like, it's not like you can draw a land of any kind and be okay.
True.
It's that like I need to draw these very specific lands in order for my hand to be any level of good.
The thing I'm loving here is that our mana base right now is so good that we do have a lot of live top decks.
Yeah, like
Our mana
Urban
is so
Evolution.
Our
perfect.
opponent
Urban
also has the
Evolution's
same
always the
bit,
best one.
but I
Yeah,
feel
alright.
like we're in a reactive matchup where like they're just sitting looking at 3 answers, and we've got garbage.
Okay, come on, come on.
Ooh,
Ah,
no,
they did-
return the
Come
return
on!
more land.
Come
Ah,
on!
Back to our hand.
Coward.
Come on. Okay, now when he draw, we have his live. Before if we draw on Primordial, then nothing. But now if we draw Primordial, we can play it. So
And here's the kill for
any non-land is live. But... okay.
They
yeah.
left in Douse and Gloom.
That's weird. I guess maybe the
I don't-
Fathom,
why
we
not?
showed them enough mini bits. Again, like this is just like we are actually at parity now. We've somehow got here.
Well, we
And
got
they-
like a 2-for-1, and
If they-
after their 2-for-1.
if they play a threat that we somehow haven't seen in their deck, then great. We got an answer.
Yeah, I imagine that their hand contains removal spells.
Their hand is 2 kill spells, right? 2 cards left. Yeah. So they'll kill the first things we do.
Well, my
Nice.
brain is poisoned by Arena because I look at my opponent's board and say, man, if they really had a Field of the Dead right now,
Right,
really
we are
good.
so
Oh,
screwed.
God.
So screwed.
Thankfully, it finally got
Holy
banned
fuck.
in everything that it should have been.
Oh, that's perfect. And
Behold.
if we draw one more land off this.
Like we are again. This is some beautiful, beautiful like positioning. Oh, damn, that's not.
Kill this elusive Krasis.
I forgot this
It's
was in the
elusive.
deck.
Killer 04.
Kill it now before it kills you.
Look, it's an unblockable threat, just like literally any threat right now, because our opponent does not have blockers.
Wrecked! Iggy's
I'll take
Wrecking
it.
Ball.
Yeah, I'll try to ball that one instead.
Nice.
They didn't blow up our grout farm. I'm so happy.
I know. So Sphinx is gonna get blowed up
Or-
as well.
I'm
but-
sorry, our grout farm?
Yeah.
Our
yeah.
grout
I
farm.
could use some grout. Like,
It's been a while since my friends have been able to make fun of me.
I can't believe that's the case. I could have made fun of you all day.
Oh, again, I'm so happy about this entire draft. This is some beautiful. Having all you here is just. Yeah, I could ribbons my Sphinx for pure value. In
Yeah, but then they could punish the enemy or whatever.
yeah, douse in gloom and it blows up.
Yeah, they're gonna douse in gloom, and won't we look
So-
like fools?
Again, drawing all
I
these
mean-
lands I don't hate.
More
Yeah.
like fools.
Mhm.
God.
I'm so glad the universe summoned me to this. Like,
Yeah.
it pulled me towards this, just like, hey, there's value here.
You've been busy. You've been doing things. Oh my god. The doubler?
Wrecking ball!
They could discard 2 wrecking balls to draw 4 cards.
Wreck me.
Yeah, did a Final Fantasy wheel all day, and then did a
Mhm.
Destiny raid stream, and then looked around and I saw, I see Jen's doing a draft. Maybe I'll hop into that one. And then I hop in and I see it's just the infinite value Simic zone. I'm like,
Yeah. The
correct.
The real reason we are in this game is because this is a control mirror where like nobody has absolute victory.
hmm
Yeah, and we had a 2-for-1, and also we drew 3 cards.
Like
And we have most
Well,
live draws.
yeah,
because-
kind of undid our mulligan.
yeah,
In
now,
that
like right now
respect.
we're again 2 cards in hand, both sides playing, holding a bunch of removal. They're gonna killing glare this Zeppelin, and then
How wrong were we for... Like, we were absolutely correct in discarding the Ethereal Absolution. But, actually, Ethereal Absolution isn't that great against this opponent.
It's
We'll
got
be able to
like,
make
one.
1/1/1.
They got 1 creature for us to take.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel that position is a
Well,
it's Raven.
That Fathom Mage also would have sucked, though, so it doesn't actually
Can you
matter.
give me a ribbon on my target? Oh my god!
Can't except by rogues!
All right, well,
Windrake at the end of the day!
I will take my oh,
Ugh. That's a heater.
indeed.
This just blows up a signet, huh? Well,
He can blow up our Godless Shrine.
blow up your own land.
Go up to 19. Get our last forest.
Check this shit out.
Actually, we
You ever played Shadow of the Colossus?
We should blow up their carry, right?
That or the island. Maybe they have a
Yeah,
double
the
blue.
island, they don't have that would block
Yeah, let's go after Island.
Yeah.
You're not actually going to reduce their mana.
It's like
either
the
way.
most powerful card in Magic, right?
It's true.
Island.
Island is
Yeah.
widely played. Now the only lands left in our deck are islands, so it's
We've
got to be powerful.
Yeah, the Canarium is double land, but like in case they have some sort of splash, kind of like this, like or even double spell, like they couldn't like so like say they is it Chronarch? They couldn't is that Chronarch consult make me discard my hand, right? Like
Yeah.
that's what that's what this is about. This is by
Yeah,
the way.
the
This
choice between taking them down from 11 mana to 10 or 11 mana to 9 is not large. That is a small decision.
yeah, the Gideon is something that could come down and be pretty cool.
Hopefully, we find our treasured find.
Well, shit.
I'm pretty cool, as it turns out.
Did you
Oh
say
my
so,
God.
Attic?
Do I want Absolution? Do I want
Ethereal Absolution gives us 2 flyers and permanently shrinks any other creatures they play. The Primordial just gets them off blue.
yeah off blue
It
is
does not suggest any lands.
We could also draw 3 cards.
I kind of want to get a threat down. Or like I feel like that's a strong position.
Mm-hmm.
Like the thing I like about Primordial is that getting them off blue means no Chronarch draw, and this could be like they might just be off blue fully.
And if we have a 6/7 in play, how frightening is Gideon? You know.
So, Bulldozer, an important thing about Ethereal Absolution, its ability can only exile cards from your opponent's graveyard, and it only makes a spirit on creatures that get exiled.
And, like our opponent's creature count is
They have 2 right now.
So, like, I think that if you, it's this sort of thing where, like, if you think that it's any card you exile, get a spirit, it's pretty good. Or if you think you can exile things from any yard, it's pretty good. But unfortunately, it's both. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm going to stick up for them a little bit.
Yeah.
In terms of Ethereal Absolution.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh yeah,
Knife
totally.
does the same thing except with the Scry 3. It's true.
That
We are kind of low in cards in library.
but I kind of want to draw action though.
Let's go then.
I'm not afraid of milling out.
Hold on, I want to make sure that that's.
Yeah, I absolutely read Ethereal Absolution, and at first
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, that seems the perfect card in this situation." And then looked at it further, and was like, "Oh no!"
The card is backbreaking.
Incredibly.
It's wrong.
Incredibly.
Against most opponents, it's so incredible.
I mean,
except for your opponent has
the
no.
reason
creatures.
that I felt like
I'm gonna go ahead and
maybe
keep.
wanted that.
I'm gonna keep the Warp Physique in the deck. This is just me. It graveyards the cards because it's Surveil. So, like, this won't. Obviously, we're not gonna draw that thing because we have to search. But like, it gets rid of 2 dead draws, and now we have Inheritance. We have Knight. We have Trostani's Summoner, which is the actual draw we're looking for.
Tristani Summoner is the best draw in the deck.
From here, I think I also hold any lands we draw, just so that like Warp Physique can kill a Gideon or something like that. They're off blue again. That makes that's really nice because it makes the. Sure, I don't care.
Yeah, which one of our 1-for-1s do you want?
Yeah.
Probably the Binding.
But the biggest thing here that's really cool is that like Gideon doesn't come down big enough to not die to Primordial. We can draw the Warp Physique. Oh, that's some shit.
That's the second best draw in the deck.
Very good.
Gates Ablaze in this format. I think you could get a decent gate deck going, but it depends on like the gatekeepers can kind of help that out.
Yeah.
I
You would
think
The
have
Gates
to
Blaze
have,
no, I don't believe in them because the Gates decks in this particular format are just weaker versions of the Gates deck that was in Ravnica Allegiance.
Yeah.
yeah, you would have to get good Ravnica Allegiance packs. You'd
Yeah,
have to get the pig, and you'd have to get the
Jesus.
heater after heater.
Do we even need to cast that?
No.
that 3 out of 8
Doken.
packs do not even care about gates at all.
Hadoken.
All
Oh,
right.
right. There we
Wait,
go.
that was
Was that the 9-0?
That's it.
Was that like the 6-0?
I mean, I think it was not the 6-0s, and unless I missed the game in my brain, I'm pretty sure that first opponent conceded the match, not just the game.
Well, there was one opponent that like played an island and then conceded,
Yeah,
right?
but then
Like
we
that was,
beat them up the other time. But yeah, we went down to 4 cards and we won on that game very easily. So I don't know what our opponent was doing with their 3 signets.
Should have mulled a 5.
they were holding like multiple blue cards in their hand. That's what happened.
Muxus. Ooh.
Also,
Thalia? You're getting rewarded because that's got to be like a couple bucks a piece.
Dang.
these are actually both like.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
5 play points.
And 5 play points. And these are which ones are the graveyard? Yeah. Ah, Avacyn symbol.
Yeah.
God damn it, Avacyn. Just start an Instagram already.
5 swamps. 5 whole
Which
swamps.
monster is that? It's the Abzan one, right?
Yeah, it's the one that recurs like 10 mana cost of stuff. Oh, if you open Maze's End in this format, would you do it? 100%.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
I would try it.
you just pick all your playables from the original Ravnica pack, and the rest of them are just gates.
And you need 10 different gates, but there are like 12 gates because of like Trion's Guild Promenade, and you might have trouble.
That hurts me. I don't
You don't like
want
Rupture
Oh.
Spire?
Oh, you get your ass kicked.
No. I don't. It sucks.
But everybody's playing mono removal, Kaz. What if I just played lands in the game?
Why didn't we play
Okay, fine.
Sphogthos?
Wrecking
You
balls.
drafted the 40 land deck in a format that contains creatures.
I would love to do that.
Sphogthos. Give me Sphogthos. I wish we could have picked Sphogthos, but
Sphogthos in your 0 creature deck. Yes, very good.
all right.
We're getting there.
This
Hey, what if there was Sphogthos, but for like lands in your yard?
That'd be
Now
pretty
you're getting.
cool.
Owned
It's-
by my opponent casting Wrecking Ball on my
I
on my
love.
Maze's End
Oh
in
no!
reaction to me activating it to get my 10th gate.
Deleted. Yeah, I'd like to know.
Nevertheless, this is how you draft this format, my dears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you, Kaz, for jumping in.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Gnomebitten.
I'm Gnomebitten.
Thank you, Kabanaw.
Of course.
I'm glad all 3 of you jumped in. This has been A+. Just loving this stuff. So, yeah, if you want to catch more, follow, subscribe. Tomorrow's Jimmy. Monday's some more Airy, and Tuesday will be some more of this. So, with some Xenoblade behind it. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Follow, subscribe. Have a good night, everybody.
That's Dunbon over there.